Show their true colors, then they turn on you. Knife in the back, bullets burn on you.
I don't understand. Clean or dirty?
Check.
No time for that. No show their true colors, then they turn that small talk. Knife in the back, bullets burn on you. No time for that. Words exchange. You see the serpent, only see his brief finesse you and say they earned it. Gotta keep the distance. They celebrating losses and hating the ones that's winning. Belong on the yacht.
Yeah, I know what time it is. No time for the small talk. DTF Radio, what's up? Soundbite, what's up?
Love turns to hate. Jealousy turns to envy. Close friends or your enemy. You ain't gotta say you real. So
we here, baby.
When you real, you feel the energy. Keep it 100, get nothing less. It's a lot that pretend to be. Close friends and enemies. When you really feel the energy, keep it 100, get nothing less. No time for that small talk. It's a lot that pretend to be. No time for that. Close friends and enemies. You ever fall out over money, fame, and bitches? All I got is memories. Trust me, it'll leave you twisted. All I hear is get back to business. 4 turning 8 and the 8 turning some big shit. I'm cut from a fabric designers can't make no more. Blessed by the gods, my spirits can't break it all. Money means nothing if your soul's not happy. A lot of your friends broke and they all trigger happy. Grind hard, shine hard. What your day was, pour out for the dead homies. Toast to the real ones. Grind hard, shine hard. What your day was.
James, what's up?
Enemy, keep it real. One.
Straight off that boom, that drill rap.
You real, you feel the energy.
Y'all know the vibe.
Get nothing less.
Streaming on all platforms, baby.
Pretend to be. Close friends and enemies. G5, no I'm flying.
Running the streets with that new heat. It's DJ 5 Stacks live in your ears.
G5, no I'm flying. See me in the air with a pilot.
Stacks.
She riding. She love a jet boy, we the flyers. Freaky, wanna meet me.
You'll remember tonight, Touch Paper Tuesdays, baby. Pull up, perform, come get your music played.
I'm in town.
Yo, some ones at the ladies, you heard?
Just landed, swag on another planet, beaming up Scotty like Star Trek.
Okay.
That girl, she freaky. She wanna bust it open on TV. In mi casa, with my amigos. Only top shelf in Casamigos. Shot after shot like a free throw.
Hold on, Chambers, one more time.
I don't understand. Clean or dirty? I don't understand.
Like I said, 1201 Surf Avenue, baby, Foxy's. It's going down. Have your ones ready. Come get your music played.
I don't
Come
understand.
perform. Come show out. You know what it is. Let me see some ass shake.
G5, no I'm flying.
DJ 5 Stacks, I will be on the set tonight. What's up?
Bad girl, she riding. She love a jet boy, we the flyers. Freaky, wanna meet me. She wanna bust a dance on TV. It's a hot summer, neck freezing. I'm in town for a night, then I'm leaving. Just landed, swag on another planet, beaming up Scotty like Star Trek and vanish. Bad girl, she freaky. She wanna bust it open on TV. In mi casa, with my amigos. Only top shelf in Casamigos. Shot after shot like a free throw. Glocks after Glocks wherever we go. G5 Chambers, stay swerving in all the newest toys. Why you cut for chicks? That for him, you or yours. Course I'm stacking mines. Every dime to become a boss. I don't give a how I come across. G5, no I'm flying. See me in the air with a pilot. Bad girl, she riding. She love a jet boy, we the flyers. Freaky, wanna meet me. She wanna bust a dance on TV. It's a hot summer, neck freezing. I'm in town for a night, then I'm leaving. She on my bye, take, private chat, left her on scene. Whole kind of head, bad girl, no I love that. Get her own paper, no to fall back. When it's about Brittany, first to call back. Came from the bottom, can't ignore that. White, black, brown, Puerto Rican, and Asian. Knowing the straight business that goes for I came with. Big watch, big chain, you talking to the big jet. Rolling out the carpet when you fly out east to west. Passport stamp, DG, and I never stop. Swim for my bros, I let it bang to the clip drop. G5, no I'm flying. See me in the air with a pilot. Bad girl, she riding. Scars in the wounds on the body is pure evidence. Ollie, what's up? Yo, Ollie, what's up? Yo, Ollie, what's up? Yo, Ollie, what's up? I came to bring the pain, you know the rest of it. Scars and the wounds on the body is pure evidence. Merged from the slums like you, just near the border. I'm from Cold Island, the block's hotter than Florida. Flow for the sour, me and meth OD. Remember how high? 2 cups, no lean. I put so much work and finally work with a legend. I really rap to bring it back to the essence. That before Christmas, before you open the presents. Chunky Herc shining, I'm drip to flood the desert. I'm still getting money, whether on and off the radio. Spending club money and I treat it like an 80s flow. You ever rap with a legend? Salute the God in his presence. Had a fight without a weapon. Hold on, I don't speak for a second.
Hey yo, so humble but on the humble. I speak for the jungle, too well spoken to mumble. Son you, I sell you a bundle and take it from you. One you, these rappers are sugar water and bum juice. Y'all salute when I come through like 5-star general. I can finish you in 5 bars. Word to big baby Jesus, I get him line ball. That'll leave him holy as matrimony and my God. Staten Island and Coney Island, that's 2 squads. Something like this track or like cook crack, that's too hard. Math, I'm too fresh, smell like a new car. Love Wu-Tang, my favorite member is you, God.
I don't understand. Clean or dirty?
Early in the morning, trying to make a move. We come early in the morning to get this cake. Give us the early in the morning, trying to make a move. We come early in the morning to get this cake. Give us the early in the morning, trying to make a move. We come early in the morning to get this cake. Give us the early in the morning, trying to make a move. We come early in the morning to get this cake.
Wake up, stare at the ceiling, I'm alive. Get back to chasing these millions. I thank the Lord for my blessings. I get right to it. Make a movie like Spike in these nights. I just do it. I whoop your head, bar, fill them up with lead, bar. New ID, passport by the clear board. See him in that Charger, but I dodge him in that guy. Catch him like ghosts, take suits in the alley. 11224, bar, lot of grown man shit. Big 40 cal, put the fan off a fan weight. Get into that big bag, I ain't gotta say that. I'm early in the morning, shit. No, I don't play that.
Early in the morning, trying to make a move. We come early in the morning to get this cake. Give us the early in the morning, trying to make a move. We come early in the morning to get this cake. Give us the early in the morning, trying to make a move. We come early in the morning to get this cake. Give us the early in the morning, trying to make a move. We come early in the morning to get this cake.
My niggas posting the block, the cops is right up on the corner. I started with just $5 and turned it into a quarter. Hustle for every dollar, that's the way we was brought up. This is lyrical exercise, this is lyrical slaughter. So please, don't get in my way. I got some shooters in Brooklyn that'll hit you right in broad day. I know some white boys in Staten.
Shout out my guy GOG Kelly, you know the vibe.
And they be swiping all day. I got a bomb ass plug in the Bronx, you want yay? I got some thoughts right up in Queens that'll line you up for 1K. From New York and Coney Island is the 6th borough. One way in, one way out. My hood so thorough.
Early in the morning, trying to make a move. We come early in the morning to get this cake. Give us the early in the morning, trying to make a move. We come early in the morning to get this cake. Give us the early in the morning, trying to make a move. We come early in the morning to get this cake. Give us the early in the morning, trying to make a move. We come early in the morning to get this cake. Give us the
to the left. Ha.
I love you, Likely.
In a moment that you choose and hope it's to the left. So much taken in my life, almost nothing left. Heart I'm frozen over, feel like nothing in my chest. I just live this life for me, there's no one to impress. Losing pieces, moving forward, that's the game of chess. Let that ego get the best of them, they put the rest. Say I'm glowing lately, tell them that it's from the stress. Couple brothers overdose, heart be broken, I be
Shout out to that boy TOG Kels. I see you, family. Talk your shit.
I love you, Likely.
In a moment that you choose and hope it's to the left. So much taken in my life, almost nothing left. Heart I'm frozen over, feel like nothing in my chest. I just live this life for me, there's no one to impress. Losing pieces, moving forward, that's the game of chess. Let that ego get the best of them, they put the rest. Say I'm growing, lady, tell them that it's from the stress. Couple brothers overdose, heart be broken, I be stressed. I can't tell the family nothing cause I'm on the same. Fucked up in this life, I ran around just causing pain. I was hurting and I wanted them to feel the same. No amount of money in the world could make a change. So I'm dealing with my devils. If you say it's all the same, it be hard to tell the difference. I just think I went insane. In the mirror, see my competition fully set the flames. Yeah, I had to grow some more if I ever wanted change. Met my closest friend about mixing Xanax with the Sprite. Stomp and never step and feeling funny, we could fight. Mama gonna love me even when I'm wrong or right. Raised an angel, but I turned to a demon overnight. Broken promises just give me issues, I can't take it light. Had to handicap, but rather live this villain life. Cross me once, can't do it twice. Pick the pieces off the floor, pick up every grain of rice. I just know I'll be more. Ain't no time to play it nice. If you're hungry, get some more. I can't play with his life. Get you clapped with a call. In the streets, I know it's right. Please don't hit me, please don't call. She in the streets, she in the night. I was up, I had to fall. The drugs was always in my life. Once that 40 hit the air, y'all better touch the fucking floor. In the moment that you choose and hope it's to the left. So much taken in my life, almost never left. Heart is frozen over, feel like nothing in my chest.
Lust Duckers, what's good, my G?
It go down anywhere. That's why everywhere we have it. Niggas try.
Like I said, tonight's going down 1201 Surf Avenue, baby.
That black
pull up the Foxies.
I don't need
got a showcase going on. It's gonna be lit. Pull up.
Rolling dope, I don't need no talk. Got H20s, they don't want no smoke. I was dead broke, just had jokes. Niggas only hit me if they had smoke. I am sitting, I'm the asshole. Tables turned on the last hole. I get the box when it land. I was just locked in the can. Rap is not part of the plan. Coke rides like 50 a gram. Me and Glizzy brothers, we gon' bump heads. But some niggas shit it in the fuck friends. Never seen a casket made a bunk beds. On it, how I'm on it, who they want dead. I need a bag and I need it now. I need a bag and I need it yes. Time, but I'm still handsome. Waistline and I'm still dancing. Y'all better watch out. These niggas is bitches, that's working my sisters, and I make them pop out. We caught him slipping, his game's on trial. Now nigga copped out. The guy was with me since I was down. I told him watch out. I know this shit, you wanna fuck, ain't tryna post, ain't tryna talk. I'm a real one, so it's some of us. Only count money when the gun is up. Told her nice to meet you, here's an A for reefer, need to play the feature. Used to save for sneakers, tried to save for sneakers, I ain't saving either. Gangsta time, but I'm still handsome. Waistline and I'm still dancing. Y'all better watch out. These niggas is bitches, that's working my sisters, and I make them pop out. We caught him slipping, his game's on trial. Now nigga copped out. Guys is with me since I was down, and I'm talking watch out. Gangsta time, but I'm still handsome. Waistline and I'm still dancing. Y'all better watch out. These niggas is bitches, that's working my sisters, and I make them pop out. We caught him slipping, his game's on trial. Now nigga copped out. Guys is with me since I was down, and I'm talking watch out. Unemployment and a cop work. Got top shelf, I got block work. Y'all went clout chasing, that did not work. How you get a roll and get a Glock first? I'm on the gram, they on the gram. I got them pounds, I got them grams.
DJ 5 Stacks.
Run it down, try and run it up. Ain't no running down, ain't no running up. Got it on me now, I ain't wanna bluff. We don't fuck around, so don't fuck with us. I keep it chopped, you know how I bop. Nobody don't move, nobody get shot. We play with them things, they play with them cops. Some niggas say names and niggas get shot. We got the zone lit, shots fired, they don't know who hit. Took eyes, we don't own shit. Spin the block, we gon' throw again. Niggas jacking out the jet crash. Hope you know you gon' regret that. That's a setback, no jet, man, niggas respect that. Fake nigga, call him K2. Old deal, you gon' pay too. Gang with me and they A2. Bitches choosing, wanna play too. Get some change, shit change up. She just tryna hang cause my chain bust. We was moving safety, that was dangerous. Every time it happened, they gon' blame us. Niggas moving straight.
I need the money for straight in the sun. We trap from under the sun. Rap with the bloodies. I ain't just sitting around hoping that I'ma get live. Remember days I was broke. Yeah, I was funny, I was grippy, I was looking for a deal.
Shout out to that boy Brocker. Monday to Sunday.
It don't matter if it's raining or sunny. We out here, we trapping from Monday to Sunday. I'm on the block with the bloodies. I ain't just sitting around hoping that I'ma get lucky. Remember days I was broke. Nothing was funny. I was creepy. I was looking for a dummy. I go hard for the money, so try to take mine and you gon' get wrapped up like the money.
I need the money if it's raining and sunny. We trapping from Monday to Sunday. I need the money if it's raining and sunny. We trapping from Monday to Sunday. I need the money if it's raining and sunny. We trapping from Monday to Sunday. I need the money if it's raining and sunny. We trapping from Monday to Sunday. I ain't just sitting around hoping that I'ma get
get lucky. Remember days I was broke, now it was funny, I was groupie, I look for a dummy. I go hard for the money, so try to take money and gonna get wrapped up like a
I need the money, it don't matter if it's raining or sunny. We out here, we trapping from Monday to Sunday. I'm on the block with the bloodies. I ain't just sitting around hoping that I'ma get lucky. Remember days I was broke, nothing was funny. I was creepy out looking for a dummy. I go hard for the money, so try to take mine and you gon' get wrapped up like a mummy. It's funny how niggas around with his lip and be going with his junk. It's sunny, and if any of you bummies try to front, this shit gon' get ugly. Get money, and fuck all you niggas and bitches that did nothing for me. I get a Vic and get lucky. Get your bitch and get lucky. I bet you won't touch it. And I got it for niggas that's busting cells. I got too much work, I need another scale. I'm in the booth with distracted, the speed is a rap, and I'm about to catch a body, call up L. Rolling with me, some blunts if I 50s and certified with me, be rolling out Dunkin' 12. You know I'm 50, I come to your city, ain't flashing no grip, this ain't shit to tell. In front of my niggas, we throwing shells. My shooters get caught up, I'm posting bail. They loyal to you when they know you real. I just beat up 2 cases like Holyfield. I've been wildin' so much, they like hold it down. Every state that I jump on, I burn it down. Once I pull up on you, know it's going down. You ain't heard a block, I bet you know me now. I'm silent before, but I'm loud now. It's a new year, it's that time now. After 12 o'clock when that ball drop, my resolution is to get the crown now. We went to school on the bus, now we pick and choose what we gon' ride now. Used to go half on the nick, now we rolling up on fresh out the pound. And I ain't trying to take a loss. I just pulled up in the Porsche, we trapping all day, just to meet up in the hall. Lose the dice, you need a walk. Nah, fuck on my face, I'm getting fatter cause I'm in steak. Peter Luca take your bitch on the date. If he hatin', get the fuck on my face. Yeah. I need the money if it's raining and sunny. We trapping from Monday to Sunday.
DJ Five Stacks.
I ain't just sitting around hoping that I'ma get lucky. Remember days I was broke, now it was funny, I was creepy, I look for a dummy. I go hard for the money, so try to take money and don't get wrapped up like a mummy.
Let's head upstate one time. Knuckles, what's up?
We do the cuts, but handle my favor. Some of these I told her save it. Hold on. I ain't got time to be lied to. How many times do I gotta tell him and let him know I ain't the one to be played with? We'll do the cuts, but Henny my favorite. Told me she love me, I told her save it. I ain't got time to be lied to. I need a Rari that's sky blue. Whole life, everybody against me. It's funny they never see my view. How many times do I gotta tell him and let him know I ain't the one to be played with? We'll do the cuts, but Henny my favorite. Told me she love me, I told her save it. I ain't got time to be lied to. I need a Rari that's sky blue. Whole life, everybody against me. It's funny they never see my view. Back in my bag, it's unlimited. Start to smoke, then you know we gon' finish it. Shout out homies that's holding it down. They tell they doing their sentences. Not from the hood, boy, you ain't putting no pain, so get off the premises. Thinking I'm cuffing her, she must be crazy. We can be friends with some benefits. We ain't got time for that. If they slide right now, then you better fire back. But if we slide, then bodies gon' drop. All they gon' hear is the tire scratch. And the careers, they retire fast. I need way more than my prior stats. Where I've been going, they land and breathe. I know they hoping I die and crash. Imagine that happen. Always crying, someone get him a napkin. When I catch Vol, can't wait, I'ma smack him like son of comedian, dropping a vet and I'm meeting him. Like, watch how you treating them. People switch up, I was feeding them. Like, times do I gotta tell him and let him know I ain't the one to be playing with. We do the cuts, but Henny my favorite. Told me she love me, I told her save it. I ain't got time to be lied to. I need a Rari that's sky blue. Whole life, everybody against me. It's funny they never see my view. How many times do I gotta tell him and let him know I ain't the one to be played with? We'll do the cuts, but Henny my favorite. Told me she love me, I told her save it. I ain't got time to be lied to. I need a Rari that's sky blue. Whole life, everybody against me. It's funny they never see my view.
Yeah. Smooth, what's up?
New York City, the home of the apple. Scammers and trappers. Blue hunters, crispy, spit out the Bentley. Under the mattress. Bartender stripper keep shaking it faster. Shake it, take it to Nassau. Leave out the lot 200 to dash. Showing my ass off.
Shaking the room, leaving it rubber. These niggas in trouble. Smoking on trouble, kicking the door. I came to the duffel. We fired the feathers. Came to the weather. Down to the rain. Umbrellas. I came with the gang. They think it's the fellas.
Rocker Park, Barclays. Smoking London cello. Amy Roof, Lighthouse.
No time for that small talk. No time for that. You already know how that shit go. Can't trust a soul, so I keep a chop. They already know how that shit go. Let that shit go. Don't speak a lot. Kill 'em with the flow. Only room to go. Let's phone this door so we can eat a lot. They all wanna slice they chippin' for the pop, but they got their handle in the pizza box. And they know that my niggas is next up. And they know we applying that pressure. And the gang gets down for whatever. And we keep getting better and better. TOG is the gang and Kill is the name. If you wanna bang, then I'll let it rain. My niggas is here to take over the game. I'm out of this planet. We are
Tonight, do remember it's going down. Touch Paper Tuesdays, baby.
don't understand. Clean or dirty?
You already know.
I don't understand. Clean or dirty?
You'll remember tonight is going down. Touch Paper Tuesdays.
You already know.
I don't understand.
Come get your music heard. Come perform. Come show out. Come throw some ones. You know what it is.
You already know how that shit go. Can't trust a soul, so I keep a chop. They already know how that shit go. Let that shit go. Don't speak a lot. Kill 'em with the flow. Only room to grow. Let's form this dough so we can eat a lot. They all want to slice and chipper for the pop, but they got their hands all in the pizza box. And they know that my niggas is next up. And they know we applying that pressure. And they can't get us down for whatever. And we keep getting better and better. TOG is the gang and Kill is the name. If you wanna bang, then I let it ring. My niggas is here to take over the game. I'm mad at this planet, we are not the same. You already know how that shit go. Can't trust a soul, so I keep a chop. They already know how that shit go. Let that shit go. Don't speak a lot. Kill 'em with the flow. Only room to grow. Let's form this dough so we can eat a lot. They all wanna slice and chipper for the pop, but they got their hands all in the pizza box.
You know how shit go, know I get low, letting it blow, up in the mouth. Know I get dough, know I don't fold, unless it's the roof on the drop. Whipping that work in the arm and hammer, Michael Jordan with the rock. Shook Kill on the block, shooting breeze getting hot. Big bag with some bands in it, blood money, rubber bands in it. Big knock with some plans with it, headshot in your man finish. Know what I do when I get to the goal. Get the chop out, quickly reload it. Time for that small talk. You already know how that shit go. Can't trust a soul, so I keep a chop. They already know how that shit go. Let that shit go. Don't speak a lot. Kill 'em with the flow. Only room to grow. Let's form this dough so we can eat a lot. They all wanna slice and chip for the pop, but they got their hands all in the pizza box. And they know that my niggas is next up. And they know we applying that pressure. And they can't get us down for whatever. And we keep getting better and better. TOG is the gang and Kill is the name. If you wanna bang, then I let it ring. My niggas is here to take over the game. I'm mad at this planet, we are not the same.
Yeah, so the vibes, the mayor.
This is another DJ 5 Stacks exclusive.
You gon' die with them ops. Niggas see me come and move to the other side of the block. You pussy like your pops. That bitch you be on Instagram with, she just swallowed my cock. Deep broke, gun in the beat coat. Give a fuck about nothing he say. Why? Cause he broke fucking life. She know this shit fire. He stroke. Get that fucking junkie another line. Bet he know. She just wanna top. She just make it sloppy. She call me her Bobby. I just feed her Roxy. I just feed her Molly. I just catch some bodies. She naked in the lobby. I picked her up from Foxy. Bobby, what up?
Let's get it. Started. Up in the left in the park. Up in the left in the spark. Stay in the field, should've played for the Dodgers. Let's go. Coney, rep that. Down the block with Stephen. Black and white with a net. Trending topics, you can bet that. Fuck your life. Theme song. Vital. Bing bong. 112, what I'm doing for. Sperm caddy to a new sport. Fuck it. She wanna suck it in public. Know I'm up in the dumping. Couple of bands I'm fucking. Dipping it down and swerving. Starting the block on purpose. She gon' fuck for a bag. She gon' fuck for that burger. She don't be speaking no English. She just be putting that work. So killer can kill her. Kissing that game on circle. Look where my niggas done started. Killer been gone retarded. You know that we winning regardless. And the link in your bio is garbage. I fell off maybe once or twice. From the dirt, but I gained my stripes. From no bread to gold chains and ice. Try to top extreme and fuck your life. All the hits get you picked like a booger. That's your bitch and my bitch and we took her. I be flexing up Jimmy Flash Cooker. Trust nobody cause so look like sugar. Don't let none of these niggas come amp you. Don't make me come and make an example. You need work, I could give you a sample. Learn more in the streets than I did in the classroom. 3 kings here to take the whole game. You want smoke that I'm calling up bang. Know the names, you would take over gang. Bully beats is a takeover thing. I just kept this whole shit right in front of you. Hibachi, killing the game and nobody can stop. Throw money in the air, she calling me pop. Going up to D Chambers and turn up in Foxes.
She just wanna top me. She just make it sloppy. She call me her Bobby. I just feed her Roxy. I just feed her Molly. I just catch some bodies. She naked in the lobby. I picked her up from Foxy.
DJ 5 Stacks. DJ 5 Stacks.
Excuse me, niggas just stepped in the room. And we came with them gangsters and goons. These niggas is widows, they don't get no room. No construction, we came with the tools. We whip your block, ain't talking no broom. If you like, you get put on the news. We don't listen, we breaking the rules.
Running the streets with that new heat. It's DJ 5 Stacks live in your ears.
No time for that small talk. No time for that.
Shout out to my guy Deva.
Excuse me, niggas just stepped in the room. And we came with them gangsters and goons. These niggas is widows, they don't get no room. No construction, we came with a tool. Sweep up your block, you talking no broom. If you like, you get put on the news. We don't listen, we breaking the rules. Boom, we a big man, we break them in twos. Betty with me, she wanna make moves. Before she do me, she gotta do crew. Off that perky, she shake to the tunes. Beat up the cash, she leave with the blues. She like, I ain't met a nigga like you. I'm good, thanks, love, that's cool. Swerve. On the highway, you know I'm gon' swerve. I'll be there if you give me the word. Just like the purge, put brains on the curve. Go shorty up, and we vibing. She do what I say like Simon. And she tall like a tree, I'm a climbing. And she eat up the dick, so she vomit.
No time for that small talk.
If I was good, baby.
No time for that.
Always flooding the streets with that new heat. It's DJ 5 Stacks live
Excuse
in
me,
your
niggas
ears.
just stepped in the room. And we came with them gangsters and goons. These niggas is widows, they don't get no room.
Okay.
Shit, we came with a tool. Sweep up your block, you talking no broom. If you like, you get put on the news. We don't listen, we breaking the rules. Boom, we a big man, we break them in twos. Betty with me, she wanna make moves. Before she do me, she gotta do crew. Off that perky, she shake to the tunes. Beat up the cash, she leave with the blues. She like, I ain't met a nigga like you. I'm good, thanks, love, that's cool. Swerve. On the highway, you know I'm gon' swerve. I'll be there if you give me the word. Just like the purge, put brains on the curve. Go shorty up, and we vibing. She do what I say like Simon. And she tall like a tree, I'm a climbing. And she eat up the dick, so she vomit. Niggas watch face, stay in your place. Tell them niggas I'll be back around. We gon' find where you late, sit at your place. Have a baddie, go back and down. Now you all on the news and you missing, yeah. While we running up them ditches, yeah. And we on the road to riches, yeah. And there's money up on bitches.
Hello.
Excuse me, niggas just stepped in the room. And we came with them gangsters and goons. These niggas is widows, they don't get no room. No construction, we came with the tools. We don't get loud, you talking no room.
Always flooding the streets with that new heat. It's DJ 5 Stacks live in your ears.
New Dev, new D Chambers.
Tell them niggas.
New D Chambers, new Dev. Talk your shit.
Tell them niggas we ain't coming to play. At the end of the day, came to get my nigga, get out the way. Man, I gotta get
this one right score end of the day.
Move cautious. Drop it back and we gon' charge him. Put that nigga in the coffin. And I ain't with no extortions. Tell them niggas that we running the streets. And they cannot compete. Buy the building, we won't give them a lease.
This one right here is hard.
So this anticipated, they don't know about the time and the risk we take. Niggas running their mouth, they cooking, they had the hustle, no food in the refrigerator. And I'm chilling with
time for that small talk. No time for that. No time for that.
Niggas, we ain't coming to play, At the end of the day, came to get my nigga, get out the way, Man, I gotta get cake, top dog, and you know I move cautious, Drop it back and we gon' charge him. Put that nigga in the
that small talk.
And I ain't with no extortions. Tell them niggas that we running the streets. And they cannot compete. Buy the building, we won't give them a lease. Not a game, don't be playing with me. They say this anticipated, they don't know about the time and the risk we take. Niggas running their mouth, how they cooking, ready, had the hustle, no food in the refrigerator. And I'm chillin' with Chambers. I ain't chillin' with strangers. With the Goonies niggas that be dangerous. If we drop a bag, we gon' flame them. I'm on beast mode, no, I cannot relax. Haven't worked, then you know we gon' tax. Keep it consistent, I cannot go lack. Take the city, I put that on my back. Tell them niggas we ain't coming to play, At the end of the day, came to get my nigga, get out the way, Man, I gotta get killed. Top dog, and you know I move cautious, Drop it back and we gon' charge him.
That small talk.
And I ain't with no extortion.
Time for that.
At the end of the day, I ain't coming to play. No, I come for the pay. No, I'm up in the cave. I don't care what you care when I up in bed. From the book to the rock, we flipping it, get it the same. Look, straight for the track, we triple it down. Step in the sound and drip for the fuck of it. What's in the move when you know that she loving it? Know that rapper don't know who she fucking with. Me and that vibe says to me, hello, corner, shot, hood, metal, cunning, thought different barrels. Came from the slums, we emerged from the ghetto.
DJ 5 Stacks.
Yeah, on a bitch. What's up?
Run it up.
Shout out to that boy Lars.
What's up, bag?
You know we got Stunner Dior in the building.
Poppin' tags, cause I'm rich.
Okay.
Natty, mad, cause I'm lit.
Okay.
Stunner, it's a
No time for that small talk.
on a
No time for that. No time for that.
Run it up.
yeah, on a bitch. What's up?
Run it up. Run it up.
Yeah, on a bitch. What's up?
Run it up. Run it up.
What's up? Bag on a bitch. Poppin' tags, cause I'm rich. Natty, mad, cause I'm lit. Lawson, Stunner, it's a hit. Whole gang with me, yeah, I'm with the clip. The hottest newcomers, heavy with the drip. Quick to body something we don't never miss. We get the party jumping, you know what it is.
Bust a bag on a bitch. Poppin' tags, cause I'm rich. Now they mad, cause I'm lit. Do my dance. And the niggas won't partners, but they don't really do it. Pull up in the whip and make that bitch look stupid. First name Stunner, fall in love like Cupid. Yeah, make these niggas fall in love with me. Stacking the money, I'm getting lit. They all on my body, I'm gifted. This drip ain't bought, I'm different. This weed, it got me lifted. My middle finger up, cause I don't get too fucked. I lift these niggas up. Hey, bout that. I'm popping a bottle, some movie. We hitting the spot to get groovy. You know we get rowdy, we all in the lobby, they all on my body. Ow. I bust a bag on my bitch, I show my wrist, know it's bliss. Fuck a hater, know I'm rich. Ow. Run it up. Yeah.
I mean, really, if you ain't busted a bag on a bitch, then what is you doing with your life? Bust a bag on a bitch. Poppin' tags, cause I'm rich. Natty, mad, cause I'm lit. Lawson, Stunner, it's a hit. Working the room for the cameras, for bottles up on the cabanas. Shots of Joe to a dancer. This weed I'ma burn it like Sanders. Flip it double dash, show you how to make this paperwork. Street resume, we ain't filling out no paperwork. Want me on the stage, then you better have my paper first. All this drip on my neck is what these changes worth. Diamond ring so big, my
sauce was good, my G.
Talking shit could get you sweet like ginger ale. Fuck you, pay me, I'm so wavy, setting stale. I was born for this success, so it's no way that I could fail. Shake it, pop it, drop it, low. Lawson, Stunner, bout to blow. Bust a bag on a bitch. Poppin' tags, cause I'm rich. Natty, mad, cause I'm lit.
No time for that small talk. No time for that. No time for that.
Free my dog, Low Key. Low Key Goon, what's up? This one right to Iran.
You know,
DJ 5 Stacks.
Draco came from Iran. Draco headed Iran. Never enrich is my plan. At the top with my man. At the show, I popped the sand. Then I woke up with a fan. He was playing with my tan. Talking about let's go again. Drink the same color as jam. Big ass blunt, I'm smoking grand. Gotta put on for the fam. Keep him 1,000 with my man. Yeah, I catch him in trance. Be deep in the black sedan. Train to go, he in the clan. And he don't do shit for the grand. On my 10, I stay playing. Can't talk cars like I'm gambling. From Lakers, sometimes got a chance. I just woke up in a mansion. I get that money, start dancing. Ain't got time for romance. But she hold the D like she clamping. Right there in the trap, I'm vamping. Wanna suck dick all night, she cramping. Who the fuck is you? You don't call no shots. Don't run no blocks. Talk about money, we get that a whole lot. I'm gonna go mine. Third world low block. Double cup, sipping like snuff. In my gun, I trust. If I catch you moving stuff, I up it and buzz. When drama is up and it's stuck, we on a hunt but a duck. You a sucker and I'm sucker free. Better be cautious when approaching me. They should be in the league, shoot from D. My name a lot of way in these streets. Cocaine 2016. I was on my clip hole 16. The spot is tucked in my jeans. Draco came from overseas. Draco came from Iran. Draco headed Iran. Never enrich is my plan. At the top with my man. At the show, I popped the sand. Then I woke up with a fan. He was playing with my tan. Talking about let's go again. Drink the same color as jam. Big ass blunt, I'm smoking grand. Gotta put on for the fam. Keep him 1,000 with my man. Yeah, I'll catch him in trance. Be deep in the a black sedan. He trained to go, he in the clan. We don't do shit for the grand. No, the tech, yes, I leave a bloody mess. Blue tips in the clip, it'll go right through a vest. I'm only concerned about my guys, don't give a fuck about the rest. Only smoke the finest gas, I never smoked a cigarette. She said I smell the best cheese, and she liked the way I dress. All this drip on my body, got a dripping soaking wet. When you respect me, I respect you, I won't accept disrespect. Cause you'll get moved on, I won't send a threat. I put that on the set, yeah. Northside, ETG, and there's no stress. Everything happens for a reason, so I live with no regret. I don't fear a threat, so I would rather put you to the test. I can rest, got some niggas that just wanna catch some rest. Go get them.
No time for that small talk. No time for that. No time for that.
So no vision, niggas gotta come to view. Nobody else on the hard ass. I've been the same in this game since I came in. Oh yo, man, I keep playing. Got this game, cause it's small. See the look on their face, we got it
No time for that. No time for that. What's up? It's your boy D Chamber 62. No time for that small talk. The time now is 8:42. We got guests that's out there. They have drinks. Y'all ladies want drinks. They got drinks out there. You know, Comatose is here. Stunner Dior is here. Nimrod is here. We got some managers here. I think, you know, every week, you know, more people are just supporting it, and it's growing daily. And if you want to get on No Time for the Small Talk, the best way is not DM and D Chambers. You should just hit No Time for the Small Talk, the page. And then Josh will hit you up, Soundbite Management, and we go for there. Because I suffer from not responding to text messages, DMs, read messages, and so forth. Like, meaning I could read it and think in my head I responded. So I suffer from that. So I know it's not just me out there who goes through that. So we'll ask some of these artists if they're guilty of that throughout the day, so I don't just seem like I'm the only one on this boat. But my weekend was dope. Blood Money is out right now, the remix, you know what I mean? The views is getting there. Shout out to Smack. He got a BET award out there on BET Wicked. Shout out to Life for Morris. Had a dope conversation. You know, he's out there on that tour life and, you know, just moving state to state. And I support stuff like that. Boom Bap, the drill rap is out now. Shout out to TOG Killer. His film company is Shot and Drop. I suggest all artists, whether you hear it today, now, or however you hear it, hit them up and get your videos before it goes to $1,000 immediately. Because, you know, once everybody knows that you do fire stuff, they'll pay you for your quality. So people better get in tune right now. So moving forth, how was your weekend?
Good, chilling, working, trying to get rich, you know, and trying to make people laugh still.
Okay, now how's that going?
Good, I love it. It'd be the most random moments, and I just feel it, and I go for it, and it be turning out good. So
right.
Following my gut.
Is there ever enough content like in one day? Do you feel like I'm just going to do 1, 2,
Hell
or
no,
5?
I got shit in my phone I haven't even dropped. I just be waiting for the right time. Literally, like, you know, when I meet up with somebody and another influencer, we be doing like a whole bunch of things, and then we just drop it gradually because you never know.
Right. Mrs. Magazine, how you doing? Chills, what's going on? What's happening?
Nah, that regular. I'm mad. I had a photo shoot today too, but I had to come here. So, you know, shout outs to No Time for the Small Talk.
There's no reason to be mad. What you could do is you could have did the photo shoot, and then we just would have had somebody fill in for that time being. Never miss your opportunity. Never. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I'm going to keep that in mind.
No, I'm just saying because that's how I don't never want nobody to feel like you're mad because you're here. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because if I have something to do, you know, I'll let y'all hold it down. You know, so the show goes on. You know what I mean? 5 Stacks, what's up, man?
Chilling, man. Working on some things for the DJ coaches, some visuals.
Right. The streets is saying we need that No Time for the Small Talk playlist. They need music that, like, for the people that support us, we got to give it back to them. We need that playlist. We also have like performances where there's no gimmicks. Last week we had about 8 performers, and the ones that shocked us was the walk-ons. Like,
you know, like shout out to Wavy. She shocked me. She did a little Shanti in there. The dancer that was in there that shocked the shit out of me.
Yeah, so I peeped on
Yeah,
the page. Like, wow.
Yeah,
You never know. Like, yo, this girl.
this is how they get
like, you
picked up.
never
And
know.
out of everybody in there, it'll be her to get picked up who just took the risk of saying, I want to rap or do a song. I was like, oh shit. And magic happened. But you know, I have no time for the small talk. I'm pretty sure other people outside the glass saying that. So we gotta keep it moving. Yo, Stacks to get some music, and we're gonna get to the first guest that's gonna walk in here, man. Holla at your boy.
No time for that small talk. No time for that.
She think what she got from her mother. She know what she got no other. But I don't understand. She my problem. Woman nigga like a woman. I can stay right on her. But I don't understand. Won't leave me. But I can go that way. My booty running up. Down to the floor. You niggas know me up. Switchy back down to the bar. You know me and kill for you. She got me better on that neck. Can't let her. You tell me I feel better. Baby, you and me for a one. And you're the nigga find me up in the car. Make you see how we keep it tough. So much niggas know that shit done. I got your life. I can get love. She Usher. She think what she got from her mother. She know what she got no other. But I don't understand. This shit is my problem.
No time for that small talk. No time for that.
What's up? It's your boy D Chain, the 6'2". No time for the small talk. Time now is 8:48. We have a special guest here. No surprise to the game. Shades is fire, but we let her introduce herself.
What's up? What's up? It's your girl Stunna Dior. Fresh off flight, BT weekend, viral. Back at it again.
Okay, I mean it's not really back because you never left.
Never left.
You never left. So like you've been here and you was like you climbing a ladder every trip. What has separated each mission every year, each month? What did you learn coming back from BET weekend?
Definitely it's just really about the networking and being in the right places and spreading your brand. Like that's the major thing, you know what I'm saying? And continuing to work with the right people. And another reason that I, really wanted to pull up today is because there's another record that I've been previewing with shout out to Rome and DJ Scripps. Basically, Scripps put together this mutual people got on this record. They sent me a record with Lady Shot BK and Rome, you know what I'm saying? And like we've been moving the record. I guess they'll go tell you everything that's been going on, but you know what I'm saying? I wanted to bring that to the table because that record just dropped and the video just dropped, I think like 24 hours ago or something like that, 48 hours ago. Rome, he's a new artist. It's like his second record, I guess, and like he already on the radio, Power 105. He didn't have me up there. He get my shit spins, you know what I'm saying? So it's definitely about spreading the love and connecting everybody.
Right. So what was that experience like out there? Is that a classic saying like everybody gets love outside of New York City? What did you feel when you was out there?
Yeah, the crazy thing is like Atlanta's always been a dope market. Like for me at least. I came to Atlanta first to drop my record before I dropped it in New York. Like that's that experience of being out there and having so many like black people out there and just like seeing the empowerment amongst like creatives. I want to say like that shit is mad fly because the support is different because it's like everybody want to see each other winning. And if you got a good record or you talented at whatever you do, they ready to support right away. And they walking you through doors. So it's just constantly so many things going on. And of course, since it's a lot more space and it's bigger, you know what I'm saying? The venues are fly and it's always like a dope experience. You never really know who's going to walk into the building out there.
Right. So like, who's the DJ that embraced you out there in ATL that we should know?
Let me see. I went up. The crazy thing is I went to Onyx. I forget the DJ name that was DJing there that night though. And we were supposed to be Like I was just running there as like not even a guest. Like I just pulled up there, you know what I'm saying? But I brought the vibe, brought everybody with me. Trevor Moolah, a bunch of artists with me with Ruben Stone. He does like media out there. He's like a big media DJ representative person, 500,000 followers. He definitely like shows me a lot of the love in events. Nathaniel Olan, he definitely shows me a lot of love in events, and it's definitely been like a lot of other artists. I have like more of an artist union out there. I went to 94.7 The Link. They show me love. Lady Merck, she's the host. You know what I'm saying? And like the DJ, I guess you the MC on there. They spent mad records. They showed me love, and then I performed at the event too. And when you, like I said, when you just connecting with those right people, they just bring you to the next platform. Like they support what you're doing. If they like the vibe, they like, all right, you know, we outside, we going here.
Right.
And here in New York, it's a little bit more tough. It's like you really got to convince them. Like you got to do it again and again and again.
You gotta be on a few flyers. So now, with that being said, like, how is your rapport coming back to New York, knowing all of those things?
It's definitely just keep working. You know what I'm saying? It's not about just any one place. It's about being everywhere. So, you know, that makes me want to not just come back to New York and continue doing what I'm doing. Because when you in Atlanta, there was people out there and PRs that I work with that flew out, PRs that I know from New York that flew out that was giving me events too. So it's like you never know, you know, what resources and connections is going to plug you there too. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody that's moving is really moving. So it's like you see the same people. I was out there, even though I was out there with all the artists that's doing the same shows, everybody that's doing stuff here. We like a family, so we moving as a unit. You know what I'm saying? So
smart decision.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So stuff like that, it definitely helps like build your brand, because now you supporting each other and everybody's like, all right, we out here, we doing this, we gonna represent, we gonna support you, because they don't know you. You know what I'm saying? So you performing to that crowd. If you got people that you know in the crowd that know the music, that know you, they support. And now the other artists like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Who is this? This is people in here. They not from here, and they got people in here. A lot of the shows I did was like 50-50 New York, Atlanta. I'm like, is Atlanta in the house? They like, yeah. I'm like, is New York in the house? They like, yeah. Like, it's crazy. So it's like, it's definitely like a movement.
So how's the Bel Air vibes going? Because I'm still waiting for Comatose to shoot this video. I don't know what's going on. Flacco said he sent it. I'm saying it on camera too. Yeah. Flacco sent the email.
The stems came through. I didn't even get that news. I was waiting for the vocal.
Yo, he sent that.
I was waiting for the mix down, the master down.
We don't have time for the small talk. We just put stuff out there.
We just got to put it out there.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. So how's that going with the branding, and are you looking forward to working with other brands? Or
definitely. I just got a sponsorship with this other major brand called Shop Akira, and they're like a bigger Fashion Nova. They're big in Europe as well. A lot of people do know about them. They have like a few stores that's in the US that's based, and like their product. Actually, I'm wearing their coat right now. You know what I'm saying? So I got the brand ambassadorship with them. So now I'll be able to do the cross promotion and cross promotion and branding, and that'll help push with the music too, because the modeling and the branding always pushes it. And I think that's what we're doing definitely with the Bel Air thing too. You put the music with the product, and it's an automatic slam dunk. Like it's like, all right, fire. You know what I'm saying? I definitely have been taking the record to the right people and letting them hear it. Everybody that I've let hear like it. I'm just like, yo, if I got to do something, I like to do things the right way rather than just rush it. You know what I'm saying? So even if we rushing it, it still got to come out a proper way, or else it's going to be like, what is this? You know what I'm saying?
100%. I heard you're a perfectionist.
Yeah.
You know, through the grapevine. But I also would say that you was at Daniel Leather's fashion event, right?
Mm-hmm.
How was that?
That was definitely dope. It was crazy though, because you know that definitely went viral for like reasons that nobody in the building expected. You know me, but it was a movie. I want to say that was probably the longest fashion show that I did. Shout out to Zeus Network, because like I said, you know, Black owned. It's really about supporting what we doing with the culture and the movements and the talent that we have. Zeus Network, Black owned, and they also giving people opportunities that was on TV networks or haven't got on TV networks and was just viral online. A chance to, you know, have a platform to grow. So I think that was dope, you know, and I got to open up for Blueface and Krishan, and you know,
how was that experience?
It was great. You feel me? I came in, I feel like, you know, when you just wait, like the show is everything, you know, everything's on the show is like the timing is back up, the designers. It was like a crazy, crazy show backstage and in front of the stage. There was a lot of stuff happening. Like somebody backstage showed like $300 worth of fits from me. Like I know they were stealing all types of stuff from Natalie Young. Like it was just a lot of stuff that was going down on and off the scenes. Like
New York just gotta be New York.
Yeah,
It
it was fighting. It was fights. It was like 2-3 fights that happened. So it was like all types of stuff that was going down, and that definitely add on to like the performance anxiety, because you like, oh, I gotta go.
So was it like fashion issues or music issues? Because you know, like how some people be like, oh, that's why we can't have rap shows. Yeah, it is a fashion show. I'm just asking.
You know what it is.
I'm just asking.
You know what it is.
No comment.
Yeah.
No time for the small talk.
It was just issues. It was just, you know what I'm saying? It was just, I feel like it was also because people was there a long time getting lit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was a longer show. So people have more time to get lit. You know, once the liquor starts flowing and everybody out there, something's bound to happen. People start coming into the event late. It was definitely like, you know, super packed, over capacity. It was a lot of stuff going on. So that was like a big thing with the performance anxiety. I was like, yo, I remember moments before I was like, I didn't know what a mic was. Nobody told, you know what I'm saying? It was just a lot of things that was going on. And you just gotta, like,
So how do you
just
prepare?
gotta go.
How do you prepare? Like when things like that happen? Like, do you have like a ritual or something? Like,
Me?
you talk to yourself.
Yo,
like,
I don't do nothing.
right? Like,
I swear it's magic. Anybody that ever seen it, I could wake up out of my sleep. Y'all tell me to perform right now, I go, and I've done the best thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some of my best times under pressure, because it's like, you know that happens, and you gotta do right. Like, you can't. I can't even hear nothing in my earphones now. But yeah. So yeah, basically it's like sometimes you just gotta get on that limb and you just gotta go for it. Right. Like, you never know who's watching, so you don't want to waste the opportunity. Right. And that's when the nerves is mostly hidden, when you have like big events. I performed this CT at Knockout Queens too. Right after the Daniels Leather show. That was another crazy show. I got to perform like in the boxing ring and on the stage. And it's always
perform through things like that, and that just
it's
skills. Like,
it's hectic. It's hectic when you don't know when you perform, when you're going on, and you just got to be ready. Like at any given moment, you could be in the middle of a conversation, eating a hot dog.
Gotta go.
Eating the glizzy. I'm talking about eating the glizzy. Eating the glizzy.
I don't think it's like bad if you eat the glizzy. No disrespect.
Not me, but
no, I'm just saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all both joking with it. And y'all winning. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect.
I mean, it's just the thing of the glizzy. Like,
not
like
women.
why could not?
No comment. Let me shut up.
Nobody say it when we're eating a hot dog. Respectfully, like,
No,
could have been a popsicle, a lollipop. It could be anything.
So
a dill pickle.
Right. So how was did you go to Rolling Loud this year?
Yeah, I definitely did.
How was the experience?
Rolling Loud. So the first day I wasn't able to go because, like I said, that was the day I did Knockout Queen. So I was booked for like 3 shows in CT. And then the next day I pulled up to Rolling Loud, and it was crazy because I heard a lot of stuff that went down the day before. So security was just acting wacky. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like, you got to move with your squad. So we got broken up from a lot of people getting lost, receptions bad, you know, but it was definitely still a vibe. Definitely got a lot of content. It's always good when you're able to see like familiar people and faces working. Shout out to DJ Spin King as well. Yeah.
Right. So I'm assuming that Rome is supposed to speak with you right now, right?
Yeah.
All right. So Lada, why don't you come over here? Let him sit over there. We just play rotating chairs, see how this works, and get this guy up on his camera.
Big Rome.
I'm connected.
What up? He said, "What up?" Everything's what's up, man. So what's this record she's talking about?
Yo, she talking about Harder Than Hard. We got scripts, Stunner Dior, Lady Shock, BK. You feel me? That's a movie. Scripts put it together, and it was just good people coming together to make good music. You feel me?
Right, that's dope. Shout out to Scripps, man, because he been definitely putting his money on what he believes in for a long time. So if he don't believe in it, he's back outside. He believes in something.
No, that's a fact.
And I'll give him that much credit. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Scripps for sure.
Word. So what you been up to? Talk about it.
We've been working. Been in the studio. We've been working on mad different songs. We got mad different songs coming. We got some songs for different producers. All that. You guys, you want to tell them?
You gotta tell them how long you been doing this though. Like what because we didn't do just for the record. We went crazy. We got Dime Magazine. We got Power 105. We got what else we got? We did the cover. Y'all just had something else drop.
Yo,
It was mad. Oh yeah, you got mad. Like
we got mad stuff dropping in a short amount of time. I just started making music 4 months ago.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. As a group, how do we feel about the Migos kicking off Offset? This just came to me.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
they say Migos kicks out Offset. Rap group Migos opens up about their split, and the former member Offset. How many said split follows? Offset has public relationships with Cardi B. When asked if he would ever make music again, the answer was maybe.
Really?
Will he ever make music again? Maybe it's such a stretch. Like I feel like they're dragging that mad emotional.
I feel like they
New song
brothers
drops
at the end of the day, bro. They gonna get back together. You feel me? Because they came up with each other. You feel me? If those are your brothers and you make money with them, you're not gonna leave them.
But they family.
Yeah,
They're like
family.
legit blood though.
Yeah, they are. They like cousins and uncles and stuff.
There's no way they could split up. You know how many times they said
It's
that
just gonna be
they
a little
split up?
break. I feel like
They just trying to stay relevant. Yeah.
And I just hope it's not over like the girl drama and stuff that I heard about it in the news. Like that's what I hope it's not about.
I think
like
that's
no
just
stuff like
publicity.
that. Yeah,
I really feel like it's
I mean,
So how do you feel like working as a group? Do you rather work as a group or by yourself? Like how would you feel like if you had a group? Like you think it would be difficult, or you rather just like have control of yourself?
Like it has its pros and its cons, you know what I mean? It's not one better than the other. It's just like sometimes when you work by yourself, it comes out like how you want it to be. But then when you work with a group, it adds some spice to it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But then sometimes when you work with a group,
They're not moving how you want them to move. Right, I agree.
You want to work with people that's like on your same type
Same
time,
page,
and
right.
you know what I'm saying? Because you can work with people and then you have one vision and they have a different vision, and it's hard to get each other on the same page.
Right.
And it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you want to keep moving, and sometimes you just got to understand people's emotions. I'm a non-emotional type person, and a lot of people around I find that are more emotional, so they care about things that like I would never even think twice about it. So if they don't tell you they care, now it might start some type of conflict, and you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Now you got, secret like people looking at you sideways. They feel like this is happening, that like in group conflict, and I feel like that's why it's so important to be on the same page with people.
Right. So how do we feel about Kanye West White Lives Matter?
I love Kanye, and this really disappoints me. I really had nothing to say for that one. Like I really am really disappointed because I'm a Kanye fan and I defended like so much bullshit that he do.
They're saying that it's a publicity stunt.
You stepping out the ring?
I mean, knowing Kanye, yeah, it is a publicity stunt, and definitely. But I feel like at some point, yeah, why are you doing it for the public? And I feel like after he reached billionaire status, is he just reaching more to grab as much white people? Like I feel like the best thing that Kanye could do is do all this publicity and White Lives Matter and get all of the white people to fuck with him, and then just do some mass pro-black, build the whole black city, hire everybody that's black in the world, give them all a massive check after he take all the white people money. Like that's the best.
That would be the American dream. Like,
Yeah.
I guess black American dream. I guess.
Use his billions to cut us some bread.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, all right. So now, Rome, you get into this game. What do you recognize that you didn't see coming since you've been in this shit?
Yo, I'm like,
be honest.
It's so much shit. Like it's so much. Like I really can't even. I don't even know where to start. To be honest,
it's too much.
Yeah. It's so,
What's a wacky moment you had like that?
No,
was
just,
like,
sometimes it's some letdowns. I'm like, damn, like that, like you know,
like honestly, like I really ain't been let down like that. But like it just depends, bro. It's situational. You feel me? Situational. So much.
So do you feel like at a certain because the biggest misconception I think as entertainers when they come into this shit is they think once they hear your talent, they should know. Like they should, all right, move out the way. I should start getting paid and stuff like that. Now, like, at what level do you think it's worth to like charge? If you're just starting, you're just getting into your feet wet. At what level? Because sometimes it's good to ask those questions.
Yeah, when you performing and people asking you to do shows and stuff like that, that's the level. You know what I mean? When you got that one hit, when you got a few hits, as a matter of fact, that's when you can be like, yo.
You think you have to pick and choose what events you do, or are you willing to do all of them?
It just depends. It's situational. You feel me?
Picking and choosing. It's okay to say that. You know what I mean? These are things that I wasn't told. We was doing everything. You don't
really want to do everything because some things could mess up your image. You feel me? Like
100%.
So you don't want to just be greedy and be like, yo, I'm gonna do everything. You know what I mean? But
what's the sound that you're coming with?
The sound? I'm coming with my sound, my unique sound. Like my voice is different. You know what I mean? I got a deep voice. Some people try to compare it, but there ain't no comparison. I'm Big Ron 101. You feel me?
Right.
It's a fact.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, brother. Hey, listen, I suffered a little bit too. We both got adenoid issues. You know what I'm saying? We here. But you know what I'm saying? Chills, what's going on? You ain't speak the whole show. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, because like when you see new male artists, what are you expecting from them?
New music.
New music, like what type? Like, are you hoping for drill? You hoping for R&B?
I don't hope for nothing, but at the same time, being in New York, everything is drill.
Everything?
Yeah,
But
honestly.
What about R&B?
I feel
like
who you actually know that does R&B? Melodic music does not count in my
I know
head. It really
L.
doesn't.
Smith. You forgot? I did. I know a few R&B guys. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like diversity.
They don't sing R&B. They sing about sex. There'll be a total difference between love
about sex?
and lust, nasty shit. I'm dead serious. It's a total difference. It's a total difference. Watch me listen to the music of the man that
How do you
just
feel about
spoke.
that? What she just said?
I haven't really even got to that realm yet. You feel me?
What, R&B?
Yeah, but
You
when I
don't
get
be
to
on-
it,
you don't feel what you mean. You don't be on. You don't be on your slow wine and dine ladies time.
it
You know, some baby face type shit. Niggas ain't real R&B artists anymore.
What you playing for the shorty?
I say diversity.
Shorty.
Like when you rap and sing. Fuck.
What are you playing for the shorty in the nighttime though?
I'm playing some little decks of that, you know.
Why did I laugh? Why did we all laugh like that? We wasn't supposed to laugh. Like, that was crazy just now. I don't have a problem with Dex, but it may come off that way.
Nah, word, for sure.
That's fucking again. Like, there's no love in that.
Yeah.
You funny.
But I'm telling you, we don't have
That's these young men.
All right, okay. So now I ask you, Stella, what music supposed to be played? Like, what do you expect
during bedroom time when you whining me and dining me? You need to be playing something. You could be playing like anything, but you know what I'm saying. From even like Jacquees, like he be making something.
You could even do Trey. You could do a little Chris Brown.
Trey if you want to do modern times. But if you took it old school, so 112, talking about one genuine.
Got tear the walls down.
Then you know what I'm saying. Like, it would have been R. Kelly, but that's neither.
Nah, it's not clip. I'm sorry. R. Kelly still gonna stay. I still love R. Kelly, but not for the belly. I can't take that nigga out. That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, I know I could have said.
No comment.
Still a vibe. It's still a vibe. I'm sorry. I can't.
If you say Bill Cosby, anything's possible.
He home.
Yeah, exactly. That's all I got to say.
I don't believe that.
No, so like, all right.
Usher.
Yes.
You still added another.
Okay.
That's the
love him.
They say he was burned.
AJ. Ray J, that one song.
Nah, I'm dead. This nigga said Ray J. I can't play.
Ray J. One Wish ain't fire. Like that should close the deal.
No, because now every time when I hear the song, I think of that shrieking moment where he was actually singing. It just ruins it for me. I can't feel it.
Now, being that it's two artists, before we hear your new songs and stuff, so it was like Meek Mill says he's been in a slave deal and only made 13% off his last album.
It's crazy when it's like after, I guess maybe after the album sells, is that when they go back and decide, yo, let's look this up, and they be like, wow, or like, did you know you was in this deal and now you deciding to speak up because they didn't let you have what you know what I'm saying?
Do you think freedom was part of the deal? Maybe.
No.
Freedom he came out of jail right to the booth. Like,
I mean that's with Jay and everybody too. That was a lot of help, you know what I'm saying, in those situations too. So I think that with the situation, but I feel like any deal, there is no freedom in no deal. Period.
Yeah, but 13% is crazy.
It's crazy. It's bad, but it's like.
No, it
almost makes you think what's really going on, right? That's a fact.
They getting money off. They've been saying that for years though, that they don't get money from the deals. They get money off shows and everything else. They've been saying that. You know what I'm saying? The deal is just the promotion and the marketing, and then they get the money off, the other stuff themselves.
You paying for everything else.
That's been like a norm. It's been a norm through the whole.
I know, like Netflix, we watching like Untold Stories. I don't know if people watch that. I advise people to go check that. You'd be surprised like how much of this shit is like rigged or set long before you get there.
It's all rigged.
Like they even hating on Barney right now. I can't wait to check that out. Like you know what I'm saying? They were just like, yo, that whole thing, like they really try to get Barney out of there. A whole purple cartoon. I'm like, wow, you wouldn't even know.
Wow.
Even like And1, these guys were just ex-basketball players, and they was in college, and they just started And1. They didn't have no plans of really. The thing was fashion, from what I see.
Mm-hmm.
But then when they saw street ball can sell more than mainstream, they went that way. So they treated the ball players like rappers. They was giving them stipends, but Hot Sauce was getting the bigger check, and this, but everybody else,
the college athletes, the whole system.
They wasn't even in college. They didn't have no accolades. They were street ball players, so they were just traveling state to state. But their merch was selling. The basketballs, the T-shirts, the hats, the games itself. They was charging to get in. They had stadiums, and these dudes didn't have
all the dunk contests and shit.
They didn't have no bread. They were just like, yo, they was getting small
black top
paper. And it was just like, yo, damn. Like, so let me ask you, do you think the people that know their business, they always keep them on the outside?
Yeah, they do. I think they definitely do. And like the only way that it works is if you got to know how to play smart and when to play dumb. And that's the thing. And like you got to know, you got to weigh your options. So like I said, like me coming into it, I know that mostly a lot of deals don't really include freedom, right? Because that's the music biz. But you might want to weigh your options and see, okay, what's going on, and you might before you know what I'm saying, like it might work for you. It's worked for a lot of people. So it's like, even the whole debate about a lot of different artists right now is like, oh, they didn't take bread, they didn't make enough bread when they got signed, or like even with Lil Wayne and Birdman, like these are large lump sums of money. Or Tyga saying he didn't make no bread, and Tyga was Tyga. He had, you know what I'm saying, Bedrock, all of that other stuff was out and doing very, very well, and they saying that they didn't make no bread during this. You know what I'm saying? So, but look at their brand. So it's like, if you had worked with that company, would you have been as big, or would you have been able to still leverage your name to make money in other areas? Like, you kind of got to know.
You feel like it's difficult in the game right now? Like, do you know more or less how to weigh out the good and the bad, or you feel like sometimes you just have to take the loss because people just play their game well?
Hell yeah, a lot of it is take the loss. Most of it, a lot of people are snakes. And what I found is like, because I've been doing this for a while, I found like the longer that people do this, they prey on people that's new in the industry to be able to utilize them to like gain leverage, and they think that they don't know the game to gain leverage.
Because they believe you're in the dog.
With me, there's been different people who didn't fuck with me at all. They didn't care to fuck with me. But when it came to the business, like, niggas know my name good. They know that my business good. They know, so they work with me off of that. But they really don't fuck with me. But it's like, I know that you don't fuck with me. But as long as we work it out,
you know what? I think anybody who has sense of the game, that's the first thing. I think that's the level you got to get past. Like, once you be like, he's going to use me, I'm going to use him. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think when people are more upfront like that, the game will be a little more easier. But everybody's wearing a mask, and I think that's like the biggest misconception. And sometimes you could just be guilty by default.
Yeah, speaking of Kanye, it was this book that I read. One of the first concerts I went to was like when him and Jay-Z, Rihanna was on tour back when he had them brains, and he had released a book, and I bought it on a tour, and he was talking about that in the phase that he was like, yo, everybody's purpose on this world was to be used, right? And if you can't be used, then you're useless. But then if you overuse somebody, then you become a user. You know what I'm saying? And that's how life is. So it's like, if you don't got nothing to offer, or you can't be used, then you're useless. What are you around from? If I can't benefit, learn, gain anything, doesn't even have to be monetary. It could be mental, gyms, all of that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of person I am. Like like I said, I'm not like the most affectionate, but people that's around me, I share my love in working. I share my love in dropping gems. I share what I know and what I wish people would have told me when I was mad young before I had to learn the other way. And that's how it's got to be when you kind of carrying it through. If you got to get the work done, all right, you got this, I got this, let's do this and let's make this move. You know what I'm saying? And then keep all of the extra shit out of it and just focus on what the main goal is, that we creatives, we came here to grow our brand. We all working hard. We all doing this for our families, for this, whatever situations that we got on in life, we all doing it for something. It don't matter how somebody look, you don't know what they going through. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people be taking that social media and all of that too personal when they see you out with people. They taking it too personal and stuff like that, and they don't really know what people got going on. And we just got to focus on that. It's really just about the creativity, the working, and what our end goal is. We all want to be successful, and we all want to be famous and rich and you know what I'm saying, healthy, wealthy.
You know, they say fame is the worst drug. So, but
that's a part of it though. When in this music industry, if people don't know you, how you selling?
100%. So you bought a record here today. What's the name of the record?
I bought 2 records today. You know, I bought the record called Harder Than Hard. That's Big Rome's record. Let's get that straight. That's DJ Rome's and DJ Scripps record. That's their record. So he brought that to showcase that. The video just dropped. You know what I'm saying? So we can play that. And then I brought a new record to preview that I've been taking around to the different clubs everywhere and kind of tearing it down with Never Stop.
Okay, so we're going to introduce that records, let them know your Instagram where they can find you. He's going to play the records, and we're going to get the next artist in.
Yeah, Big Rome in the spot, you feel me? On all platforms. It's a fact.
Okay. Stunner, you.
And you already know it is your girl, the biggest stunner. You can find me on Instagram at The Real Stunner Dior, YouTube, Stunner Dior TV, Viral, we outside.
Let me ask you had a clothesline?
Yeah, I did.
What happened?
That was the first interview that I ever did.
No, I remember. Because now,
with that chest
I think the way where you're headed right now, I see like a big
coming back.
European clothes store, some shit. Like, because you're tall enough to do that line of work, and you know what it takes to be on that platform. You know this because I always know, like, outside of music is something else that gets you flying through these doors. Like, you know what I mean? You're like, damn. Like, and if I wasn't throwing my own concerts, I wouldn't know half the people. I wouldn't have the relationship I have with I know that personally.
Modeling is what got me lit, you know what I'm saying? So I always like modeling gigs. That's how I just got Shop Acura. Like I said, that's one of the biggest fashion brands that there is. If y'all check them out, they have like their fire, and that's really because of my image. That's my image. I make sure that I look.
You can't do nothing else. Stunner Dior.
Stunner Dior. I feel bad. This is my running look, Aaron. Like y'all ain't never nobody that ever probably in this room see me without makeup, hair tie, like nobody else.
It looks like you dressed for the kids.
And I'm just, you feel me? And I'm on my chilling, but I always got to make sure that you brand it properly because you never know who you're going to meet, where you're going to be at, what room and stuff.
Hold up, so it's no regular t-shirt, joggers, run to the store.
I got leggings. I bought these from CVS because I had shorts because it was raining in New York.
Nah, it's all good, man.
Nah, but
like
I was saying, it's like what makes you different, you feel me? Like everybody make music, but what makes you different? What puts you in your own lane, you feel me? You gotta have something that puts you away from everybody, you feel me? To really take off.
And that's 100% right.
Facts.
So we have no time for the small talk. 5 Stacks, you ready to play that music? All right, man, listen. What song we going with first? All right. I'm not gonna say that, so you know. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just saying. I to a new record. Shout out to a new record. Like you said,
you said about me what?
No, I'm just saying. I'm a grown man. I respect everything. It's fire. It's fire. Shout out to Comatose. Shout out to my nigga 5 Stacks. Yo, play the record, man. Let's get it.
I'm the nigga that way in the seat. I'm like an athlete in this shit. I go deep hard in this bitch. That ball nigga gets scared. Won't let those that come. I'm the nigga that way in the seat. The nigga that walk in the beat. Don't fuck around. Go get every little motherfucker with one of my cars. Double up. Go get the bread. I ain't never cared what my nigga says. I'm 10 toes. I'm 4-4. Now you gonna look at a nigga. I'm here. I am not with it. Go get popped with your friend. Acting like you wanna know. Hanging on me. Why they just banging on me? Why the chicken they go get the brick? Talking tough about taking trips. You know how I'm stopping. She screaming and rolling up with. Talking about coming my shit. Hold on. You know I'm banging the wood up. I'm the king of that shit. Fuck it. We gon' slide in the jail in. Picking and switching these whips. You know I'm on top of the tab. And I gotta keep bagging the breath. I'm like 18 in Cleveland. Stand up, nigga, but I'm so full. I'm the niggas is real. The nigga that's told them still. Run up, paper chasing to the sun up. Niggas was shot me for a reason. I'm the last more than a season, nigga. I go hard. Fuck that hard and
Do a backflip once again, I ain't fly shit. You know I'm a ride of vice face like a savage. At the beginning of the greedy, got to feed me, never come every weekend. It's busy, yo, don't run up. Uptown, but you run up. Patience, I'll be running out the basement. Group is calling like I made it. Step up and never chase it. I can never be adjacent. I can never be yeah, they teaching. Drop beats and I'm preaching. Blacklist and preaching. Next up in the season, no beat on. Just started preaching. One verse, repeating. One verse, repeating.
Good time for that smoke talk. Good time for that
This is no baby fucking bitch now. This is no baby while I'm waiting my hands. But give me high nieces, I don't got my man. Go up and then I bust them down. Drop. Cash, don't make it hard. In the slide, I see. Wanna stop. Spin the slide. Never stop. Never stop. Yes, that we cut all these bitch. Keep money real fuck speed, bitch. My text hold up like a beat station. I don't fuck with y'all lame for cheap shit. Y'all rockin' cheap shit, I'm a bad bitch. Diamonds on the toes, y'all hoes and rich. I wasn't right. Keep talking shit. 10K is a quick flip, level up when I hit it. Come friends, my addict. I'm on my bed, bitch. Then I stay groovy. Leave on this movie. In the bucket is a toolie. Beat diamonds like Uzi. Pin times like Uzi. Look at the side, shine the movie. Got me looking like Gucci. Looking like Telly. Gucci. Cash, here we get in the spot. Never stop. Watch you busy. I'm a nigga blow it on my face. I'm way too lazy. Bad bitches in the club, bring your money back. 100 years on the floor, gon' fuck it up. Rather be pick it up. Rich niggas sitting down, wanna lick it up. They got way too far. I'm hot 500, couldn't stop me. Take a 100 racks and it's all me. Don't make it hot, nigga. Don't try it. Cash, don't make it hot. Bitches hate it. In the spot. I wanna stop. Spin a block. Niggas paying at the top. Getting money, never stop. Getting money, never stop.
Give me some jokes for me to get on. All I got is grind and hustle for me to live on. Watch me pay and working for the money. From my success and dreams to the first. Good time for that small talk. Good time. I don't got the gimmicks that I get on. All I got is grind and hustle for you to live on. Watch niggas hate me, wasn't for the money. Something about success, me humans, me funny. Always step five, more than a handshake. Gotta keep burning, bodies in the landscape. Gotta get the pen on my chest, no tears. Look you in the eye, no emotion, no fear. Blood money, really control America. Despise war now, the version of mass hysteria. I'm meant first before anything else. I want you to do the same way I do to myself. Big Cubans on the neck, you know I heard that. Hustle out the world, about the tree like the old flat. Comment on my post, I support what you say. Only jealousy, never will call you a name. Straight from numbers, lock the game. Get it out the mud, you can watch it stain. Big 40 cap, move right with the brain. Some do for bread, some do for fame. Thank God for Juicy on high 9-7. Magic car show, I was on the stage rapping. DJ, you never did, I was flexing. Memphis in the hood, believe that, really legend. Beautiful coming out of the mainly the whole culture. Industry is shaking, you need to be taking over. See me be killing the game, you taking over. 1, 2, 3, 4 boys, remember that I told you. Going state to state with the strong. No time for that small talk. No time for that, no time for that.
What's up? What's up? It's your boy D Chambers 6'2". No time for the small talk. Got a special guest, but I'll let him introduce himself.
Cheers, cheers. Your boy Nimrod, God's gift in the world's future. The devil's advocate, disrespect, and I shoot ya. Brooklyn finest LI representative, NYC ambassador, Max B. Apprentice.
Yo, when you say LI representative, why did I think you was from Harlem or the Bronx or some shit?
Wow, don't do that.
No, I'm just being honest. Where you thought he was from? You thought he was from Long Island?
No, but not the Bronx either.
Oh, okay.
Maybe like Queens or something. I don't know.
Queens, that's worse than the Bronx.
Nah, Queens has got an impact in this hip hop culture. So.
Nah, they got a big impact.
Shout
out to Queens.
Yeah, I give them Queens. I mean,
love the Queens.
So what's up? What you been up to, man?
Chilling, baby, working, man.
I know you've been working. So tell
like you when I grow up.
Nah, man. Shit. Trust me, it's not easy. But I'm pretty sure you know it's not easy either. So you were bouncing around. I wanted you to get into some of the shows you've been doing, not just in New York. I know you was connected with some Wu affiliates.
Right.
Some things I want you to just chime in on that.
Yeah, we the tour that's been going on with Wu-Tang. Shout out to Wu-Tang Nas, Buster. You know what I mean? The VA joint I went to, so that was pretty dope. And then a lot of New York shows, Atlanta, Miami. So it's been kind of cool, man. Getting ready for this new album, Feng Shui, that's coming in November. So.
What's the response so far?
Oh, they love the music. You know what I'm saying? I just released my new joint called Cigar Talk, featuring Michelle Singh. Shout out to her. And they loving it, man. They loving it.
So when you lock in with, because I notice when you do music, you work with certain artists.
Right.
What makes you want to work with other artists? What's that factor?
Their vibe. Vibes are everything. You understand what I'm saying? That's a big part to me. What they're doing as well. You understand? But the vibe is everything. You know what I'm saying? Be able to build with somebody.
So you would do a song with somebody that's not that good, but their vibe is good, and they have like the hunger and the motivation.
Factory. That's factory.
I didn't know that. You know what I mean? Because some people just they work with the hotness and just continue to keep going.
It's not all about that sometimes, because a lot of artists get overlooked. You understand? Because they don't have that super big buzz, but they are so talented and their vibe is so amazing. So they get overlooked.
So like in this climate, I know the sound. How do you feel about the New York sound versus everything that's going on? Because I know you don't dangle with the drill music or like trap music that much. You're fighting this war. How's it going?
It's going good. It's not the fact that I don't vibe with it. It's the fact that, I know where we started from. And I just want to bring that back. The culture is everything to me when it comes down to the hip hop and the music. You understand what I'm saying? So I love both sides. I have artists on my label that do drill, trap. But, I stay in tune to what I like.
Right, 100%. So, like, when I ask these things, like, like music for the ladies, because a lot of people feel like there's no music for the ladies. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that?
I agree, but I did a lot of that on this album, Feng Shui. To get back to the ladies, I got a dope joint with D Banks called Passion. And then I got another joint called Letting Down. So, I gave back,
Some ladies like hip hop, so it might work.
Yeah.
Some ladies don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some ladies want to bump. So, and
What
this
sound
generation
are
is
you-
different. Like
what sound
I
are
listen
you
to
into?
everything,
Okay.
but I don't mind hip hop at all. Like I love old school hip hop. Sometimes you just vibe and you put that on because I get tired of listening to the same thing over and over. So you never know. Like
What about you, Chels?
Well, what happened?
You don't even know what's going on?
You didn't say a question. What was the
Yeah, I
question?
said what it was going
What,
on. He was
the
asking-
R&B music?
Nah.
Same thing I said.
Nah.
Nobody's making R&B music. What's your song about? Sex or love?
No,
What's it mostly
he's a
about?
rapper. What are you talking about?
Passion is about love. It's about
Yeah, but you said you have songs for the ladies. So
Mm-hmm.
what is that really about? What are
It-
those songs about?
the two joints that I got called Passion and Letty and Dom.
Mhm.
Letty and Dom is the first one is about having that love. Anybody ever watch Fast and Furious? You know what I
course.
mean? Their love was phenomenal. You know what I mean? And I feel like, I've never experienced that. And I just talked about it a lot on my song. You know what I'm saying? So
How could you talk about something you never felt?
because that's something that I want to feel. You understand? So it's not me talking about something I never felt. It's about me talking about what I want to feel. You
Something
understand?
that's genuine.
Yes. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
All right, I can see that.
And
That's dope.
passion is more of what I would love to give to a woman if I ever felt that feeling for them. You know what I mean? So those are the two records that I did. You know what I mean? So hopefully people will love it. The ladies will love it. Give
I'm
them
gonna
a
have to
little
check
bit.
that out.
Yeah.
See if it's real R&B.
Okay. It's okay.
Yeah, but all right, so what was the record that you think is going to break through out of those that you listening to? Just be like, you know what, ladies, and the gangsters going to bop to this.
I think Passion is definitely going to be one. It's a crossover. You know what I mean? So I think everybody can vibe to that. And D-Bank, he's killing it. You know what I mean? We're mixing it down now. Shout out to Shanks. He's doing his work with it, and we're getting it together. So I think that's going to be a dope joint.
You're a good businessman, right?
Mhm.
And you've been, I know you're big on business, right? How do we feel about Meek Mills and his situation only getting 13% this whole time?
I mean, with all due respect, you should know what you negotiate ahead of time.
That's crazy. I was just about to say that.
I've
So-
been thinking
Go
that,
ahead,
but I'm
continue,
like,
sorry.
don't he have like a team or something? Like,
But
You
not only
think maybe
that,
the
you
money was that
complaining now
crazy
about
up
it?
front and you could
do
just
they
took
have a
that
team
percentage?
that they talk to, like advice?
No,
like,
should
yo,
have
should
been
I do
complaining
this?
about that.
Yeah,
You know
a
what I
lot
mean?
of
Like, I
people.
don't know.
A lot of people do that. They cry later, but they
Mhm.
take that advance up front. You know what I mean?
Because people filled their head up.
Right. And
People told them that was wrong.
Right. And then a lot of people, you can't you hear about Diddy and all these people, but you never see Diddy in court being sued. He's not being sued because he never did nothing outside of that contract that he couldn't do. You understand? So my point being is when you sign to something, that's what you sign to. You understand? You got to read your contract and not get hyped about the money that's in front of you. You understand? Them people can't do nothing outside of your contract. And if they do anything outside of your contract, then you can go to court and sue them for what they did. They breached your contract. So, you got to understand what you're reading.
There's
and what
mad
you're doing.
levels. Like,
Yeah.
All right, so today in hip hop history, Russell Simmons was born October 4th, 1957. Happy 65th birthday. Common released his second album, Resurrection, October 4th, 1994. No effect, no applause, no. Shit.
Clap it up.
Nah, but I'm just saying.
Russell Simmons doing good.
Doing
Russell Simmons. Damn. Like, I'm
She
just
should
saying
be in the
Common.
billionaire bracket. I don't hear about that.
Yeah, like,
You should be a
doing this.
billionaire.
Nigga, Kamara fucked up. Nigga, you forgot that? The whole
Right.
wedding.
I
She
forgot
took
about that.
That man
everything.
been doing yoga for the longest, right?
Yeah, you
Keeping that peace.
There's a lot of niggas that could have made that billionaire bracket if they never got married.
Y'all ladies are
That's
not
some
done
weird
till nigga folding in the grass like this.
Michael Jordan.
What's his
Nelson.
name? The football dude just got getting a divorce. What's the name?
Eddie Tom Brady.
Yeah,
Ladies is
And that's
fighting back.
chicken. You know how much money
Yo,
that is? He about to
let me ask you something. I realized, is Twitter really better than Instagram?
Twitter is
I don't
corny.
know.
The only reason
That
why it's
shit
better
be
is because you can talk
spicy.
more shit.
Yeah.
No, I just think
What's the
more
point? You
action
can
is on
flag
Twitter
one.
these
Make
days.
A lot more political actions on Twitter.
Yeah.
Right, and I think the videos that get to go viral is
No,
on
they
Twitter.
really go by the First Amendment on Twitter because you can't talk any type of way on Instagram or on Facebook.
No, you can't.
You can't. You cannot say
It's more
anything.
political on Twitter. Like you got the
Right.
presidents on
Spicy.
Twitter.
And he be wilding.
Yeah, the presidents, the senator, everybody's on Twitter.
Kanye be wilding. Everybody be wilding on Twitter.
He said Black Lives Matter was a scam, so why not say White Lives Matter?
He's doing stuff to stay relevant.
It makes sense.
Right.
He's
I
just
think
doing
he
stuff
wants
to-
attention.
That nigga
or-
smart as fuck. That's the scary
Or
part.
he's just, I don't know. He's messy. to
And he
me.
had the shorty wear the same thing too. Like, he's just the co-signer. He's just doing stuff to stay relevant. I ain't
I
mad
be
at
feeling
him.
like there's something behind everything he does, though. That's why I feel like he's genius.
Yeah, because he about to. He
There's
just
something
signed.
behind
Yo,
it.
me personally, like I started thinking if I don't see Kanye, that could be anybody with his body structure performing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how would you know?
Right.
Like, think
He looked
about
mad
it.
different with that beat. I was like,
No.
"That's
The band, we could know that's Kanye. We talking about when he's out there with the mask,
right.
and he got baggy clothes.
One of
and
the
he just
performances I really
standing
didn't think it was
there.
him because he looked mad big, like tall and big. I'm like, Kanye's not that
Yeah,
tall.
his voice, he's not overlapping.
Yeah.
It's all his voice. So you gotta know that's him when he performing.
I think he needs to just stop and just focus on the music because he's a good artist and leave all that extra
He
shit
did. He
alone
dropped
for right
down
now.
that album. What was it? Dada or Baba? I forgot how to fucking pronounce that.
Donda?
Shit. Donda. That shit popping though.
Nah, he got some dope.
That shit's
shit.
fire.
Already, we need a new one.
I had more respect for him after the documentary, I think. Like,
Yeah.
once I saw the
Because now
documentary.
you understand him because you thought he was a weirdo. I'm telling you, that nigga smart.
I didn't think he was a weirdo. I just thought he was like, nah, because I understand. I ain't gonna say like I overstand him, but like when you in college, that education, you know, when you learn physical and mental behavior, you might come off in the arrogant bracket because they'll be like, you feel like you know everything.
Right.
But your confidence, you're not supposed to put down your confidence. And that's what he's not doing. Some people tell you, like, you know, learn to be humble. But also, I noticed the most outlandish
He
people.
was humble enough though.
Most outlandish people get hurt. Remember, he was just a fly on the wall. Jay-Z gave him a dap, kept it moving. Like, he took that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Today, I don't think that would, like, happen. Like,
Right.
nobody's not dapping him and dipping. Like, I don't think so.
Jay sat him down for a little bit when they had their issue, and then once they resolved it, he came back to life a little bit. Jay got that.
Yo, shout out to Cameron and Mace. I thought I'd never see that.
That's dope.
Yeah, I'm actually happy.
I want to hear that joint with Mason, Cameron, and Jadakiss.
Yo, and they
Working on
performed that live. What does that mean to you to see, like, we've both watched 2 decades of artists that we. It was like I was torn between the
I
two,
love
believe
it.
it or not.
Like I said, I love
Like
it.
I was a Mace fan for a long time, and then like I also was a Cam fan. So like I don't know. They both had hoop dreams. They both went to rap. Like I don't know.
I stopped being a Mace fan when he he just changed so much. Like I couldn't
With the
understand.
gospel, you couldn't get past it.
I couldn't. No, it's not that. Church is beautiful. God is good.
Right.
But it's just like, pick one to stay with it, and then you come back cursing. So you got to understand. Like I don't know where you was going with it. You know what I mean? But I'm happy to see them. They making music. I love the music.
Can pastors be knocked down for rapping?
Nah, I don't. But you can't talk about shoot 'em up one day. Then
Murder Mace is back, right?
Yeah, yeah. When he did that Murder Mace, I'm back joint. Like, you know what I mean? It started going crazy. Like,
Murder Maze.
yeah, it just I don't know. It's just weird to me. You know what I mean? I don't understand certain people. I know people do things for publicity.
I just think like it's one of those things like the neighborhood, the industry, they put you in those different weird boxes. And then by the time when people get a full reaction from you, it's a combo of everything that was going on already. So
Right.
he probably came back and knew like, what? They think I'm on this gospel shit? I'm Murder Mace.
Right.
But he got a big ass chain that says Jesus. So I mean, like,
everybody, I got
It
Jesus.
says Jesus. Are you saying it's just the face of Jesus?
Nah, it has Jesus. It says Jesus. You see
Oh shit! Nah, I ain't see that.
it got a big chain that says Jesus.
Or Jesus. Some people like to play with things. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like
it says Jesus, not Jesus. That's Jesus in full flesh, spelled out.
I'll try to help him out over there. So like, all right. So now it was something else I was saying, and I think a lot of us be guilty. I forgot to ask Stunner. I asked her behind the scenes. How sharp on you with your texting? And this is not just me asking you. I'm just asking in general with everybody. How sharp are you? Are you guilty of like sometimes you can see the text and in your head you feel like you answered them?
No,
never.
I just don't answer. I see it and I'll be like, all right, I'll do it later, and then I just don't do it. I'm bad with that shit. I get cursed out 9 times out of 10.
Okay, I feel like I was bad for people be looking at me like I'm crazy. Like I'm like this shit really happens.
It does.
What about you?
Me too. Like sometimes I look at it and I'm so busy. Like either I told myself, oh, I'm gonna answer it later, or like I thought I answer it, and then a whole week passed and the person texts me back, like, and I'm like, oh shit. Like,
A week later though.
yo, I'm not gonna front. I'm the worst. I'm better in person. I don't know.
Right. What about you, Chills?
Don't even call me. I hate
Huh?
same thing.
What about you, Stacks? Yo, Stacks, what's up, bro? Stacks was goody, baby.
I be in the cut like a Band-Aid.
Yeah, man. If y'all ain't doing nothing later, you know everybody rapping. We all at Foxy's.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to come up
We
with
rap.
that.
That word tribe is in front of it. I get it.
I'm
It's
in
so
Brooklyn,
good.
so it ain't no reason. Let's put it like that.
All right.
Okay, all right.
So now let me ask you something. Let's talk about strip club etiquettes, right? Does it matter? Can you just go to a strip club and chill, or do you have to like spend money?
You have to spend.
At least at $50,
You
it's
could
singles or
answer that
something.
question.
At least if you have $50,
you got-
something
you
like
gotta-
give $2 here. There's something.
$2?
$2. Yo,
That's-
bitch, don't
It's something.
me.
It's better than zero. It's better
I
than
don't have
zero.
no money.
Hold on, you can't say you didn't
$50,
give nothing.
put it right
You're
here.
right. That's 8
Like
quarters.
something.
You got it.
Something.
If you're going in
a
there,
little goes a
something.
long way. You know what I mean? Like you ain't got nothing. Nah.
No disrespect.
Why you go to a regular bar though? You could get a drink in a regular bar.
Some people go to regular bars and be like, I smoke.
What do you mean?
They smoke.
So
They don't
go to a
drink.
bar and
Alright,
smoke.
so
You can't
go
smoke.
to
Go to a
a
hookah lounge,
somebody.
nigga. It's mad.
So you want to smoke? You want to have no money and you want to look at ass? Y'all crazy.
I'm just talking for.
I'm just saying, y'all
'cause
got to
that's
go
not
on.
me. I just talking because a lot of times
They
I
say
think
you're like a creep.
people are not ready for that lifestyle or don't want to be bothered.
So
with it.
don't go to it.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Stay
you
the
know,
fuck away from
it's
it.
like so controversial because it's like not everybody's up and people want to have a good time, but
That's
that's
like-
just not your cup of tea. Like
that's like niggas
because
that-
females is working, like they're working. That's the way they eat. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
I don't know.
Fuck all that. You as a man, right? You go to the strip club, right? It's about you and 5 of your niggas. 2 of them ain't really got no bread like that. But one of them, he got bread, but he one of those niggas that be like, yo, from me a couple of dollars. The other one ain't never got shit. He can't pay his way in nothing. You bringing them out? Even though those are your niggas.
Nah, I'm bringing them.
Why?
That's my
They gonna look crazy in the corner though.
Nah, but I make sure.
Bitches will walk up to you and tell you, your man's over here
take care of
Nah, I'm
slapping my
sure
ass,
my
ain't give me shit.
I'm for sure niggas taking care of if we doing that. But me,
I'm not bringing you out. I don't bring no broke bitch with me. Bitch, you better have some money on you. I'm sorry. And I ain't even saying you gotta throw it. I'm just
See,
saying like
it ain't just the girl on girl.
human nature. You gotta have some money on you.
It's real. Like, you know, because a lot of times, like, I was like, low on currency.
Unless you the nigga, really, the only way how you can get away with it, unless you the nigga that got all the weed. You know that one nigga that just stay rolling up the whole time, high as fuck. He ain't gonna
Like,
throw
what
no
else
money.
you got to
He
bring to the
rolling
table?
up. You bring that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
So his job is just to roll.
Yeah, you
weed
just
on.
roll the blunt. Cause
That's
I'm all,
cool
you know what I'm
too,
saying?
though.
You got that
everybody
one
has
nigga
a
that
job.
got some
Everybody
weed.
got a job.
Yeah, because when you put it all together, you know,
You ain't
all
gotta put-
corners lit.
Yeah, you ain't got to put no money out, but if you rolling, nigga, please.
So
You
I
feel
asked
me?
this question with Stacks, right? You know, the artist comes to you, he comes to the DJ booth, his eyes is wide open. You see, he this is the hottest record. It's going to change his life tonight. When you put that record on and you see he's just standing there filming himself, what goes through your mind?
It depends on where we at. If we in the strip club, listen, where the money at? Why you not turn up to your track?
Stacks stupid. He said depends on
His face is very serious.
Dead ass, he like, it depends on where.
Get your shit together.
Oh, God.
Nah, because, you know, those are just like real
Especially
good.
if you come with no tip too, bro.
That's it's the no tipping for me.
And I feel
That
like
shit is
I
not
show
even
love.
it's tacky.
I show
It's
love.
disgusting.
I know when you go
I
to
don't
other
care.
clubs, some other DJs be asking for $1 and better. Anything, throw anything.
But I feel
got
like-
you. I'll hook you up.
Don't change.
Sound better.
Facts.
Alright.
Nah, don't throw no
At
change.
least, at least throw if you're in a
You a
strip club,
dickhead.
Damn.
Oh,
Wow.
quarters or something.
You smack
Bring
the
your
girl with
piggy bank.
quarters. That's an assault.
That bitch gonna fight you. Yo, who the fuck do that? It's a big scene.
Yo, I was at the strip club in Shape, and this nigga threw ice. And they was throwing it from, like, he was in the, I don't know if that was called VIP, whatever it's called. And he
You know
threw
what
it
it's
from
called.
there. That wasn't VIP. That was crazy. And he threw it from wherever he was at
Little ass
over to
section.
the bar. And she flipped out and threw a whole bucket of ice at this
They
thing.
probably was beefing from before.
People be
I was
getting
like,
they
yo,
don't know how to
that's
act.
crazy. I
Nah,
said,
but
no
bitches
money.
do be coming out their face kind of crazy towards niggas too, and they ain't got no money. So it's like, I
threw-
can understand when a nigga get disrespectful, turn around, start throwing shit at your
So
ass.
but
bitch.
they do all of that in the club, and then when it's time to go outside, when it's Uber time, and they all like
Best friend.
they it's time to go
You
home.
stupid.
It's time to go home, and you're just standing there, and then you realize the guy that didn't want to throw money because he got the bag and he wanted something else. Like, where's that mindset go then?
Yo, I swear, I hate
Depends
when
on
that
the
happens.
bitch.
I'm hard.
They said the I swear to
You
God, it's
never
depending on
really
that
know.
bro.
Like you really gotta tap in
You
with
coming,
somebody.
you
Like
coming with me.
You say you're coming with me. They see the Benz outside, man.
I always got Uber money, but I'm just saying.
Nigga said it's Henny in the car.
Exactly.
Bitch,
You never know. Because the guy super drip down was sponsored by the guy who has no jewelry, and just was on his phone, not caring the whole time.
Still know though. You
Chicks
feel
will dump
energy.
his ass crazy,
You
but
feel
then they gonna
energy.
feel
You
stupid.
feel
in the
people
end.
have
You
potential.
gonna feel
You just
real
feel
crazy.
it. Like,
I'm weird with it. I mean, no disrespect to the dances and stuff like that. But I don't feel like I need to throw money at them at all. Like I come,
If bitch back you down, you ain't gonna throw none.
no, I'm be like, move. I'm not gonna give you no money. I feel weird. Like I'd rather get that money. If I got a girl, I'd rather get that money in my shorty.
And then she gonna throw it.
She can go do what she wants. You mine. I'm getting butt at the end of the night. But 9 times out of 10, you ain't getting no butt from the situation.
Now, how many years of being in the strip club throwing money that you actually brought that up? Because there's no way in hell the first time you walked in the strip club, you was like, man, fuck that.
You right.
I'm not
I used to
doing
be
it.
in the strip club a lot when I was younger.
It had to be.
And then I said, this shit is pointless. I ain't getting no pussy. I left no disrespect.
but you don't have a good time though. Like,
No.
what about that?
The end of the night is not a good time. You gonna kill yourself. That's crazy.
We're standing at one dance like that bitch
I'm
coming
making
with
phone
me.
calls. Are you free? I'm
sad.
excited. No, I'm sleeping. Are you free? Like that's great. You don't gotta make those phone calls at the end of the night.
Yeah,
I
you
would
should have
like to
brought
go-
Shorty with you. Duh.
After that, you should have called Shorty before you went to the strip club. Like, yo, after the club, I'm pulling up.
Yeah, I guess.
Leave the door open.
That's
Listen
crazy.
to
Stop
this
that.
shit. Y'all don't know. See?
See, it's an ongoing convo, but I like to, just share this convo because it goes both ways. Because like some people like, man, I ain't on that.
That nigga said, I'm weird.
But go outside. It's the nigga with the car. It's
But
the nigga with the bag.
I
Right,
go out
right,
at this
right.
point in my life. I don't know. I go out to have a good time. Like I could literally go dolo. Maybe I'm old. Maybe I'm a prude. I don't know. But after a while, certain shit it just gets old. You feel me? Like I like to have a good time.
Right.
All the extra shit will
I
come.
tip what makes sense. I ain't tipping unless I'm.
I
like,
always tip. I work in a bar and I work
shit.
in a restaurant everywhere. I
Nigga.
over tip.
I got here.
Bitches just be doing
Everywhere.
anything. I be
Yeah,
like, nah,
yeah,
man, get out of here. Like, please move.
Right. So you brought a record here today.
Yeah.
What's the name of the record?
Which one you got? What you got?
We got Lenny and Dom and Don't Start.
Play that Lenny and Don joint.
Okay, who's the producer? You know?
Oh yeah, shout out to New Older Kid, man. He don't work with Pop Smoke. He's actually CEO of Federal, and I got Granada Boom on there. You know what I'm saying?
Speak about your company too, Federal. How long you had that company?
I've had Federal since 2015. So it's just I try to give to the artists. I know a lot of artists don't have financial backing, and nowadays it's really hard to get that. And, a lot of whether you're a mom and you take care of the children, you know what I'm saying, and you working, it's hard to pay for your studio time. It's hard to do this. So if you're talented, I want to provide and help. You know what I mean? And if you whoever you are. If you dope, it's hard to fund your career.
Now, let me ask you, is it hard to give them contracts and these kids to stay loyal to that?
That's a fact. It's always, that's why I be firing people left and right. But it's part of the business.
How you dealing with artists? Like they use you to a degree, they get hot, they take that same record and run.
I make sure I own it. Own anything.
You can run all you want.
Yeah, you can
They
go.
ain't running no.
Yeah, I own it. I own anything that I put out because I know people ain't with the paying back. So if you don't pay it back, that's all right. You're never gonna go nowhere. Money ain't nothing to me. I got money. It's loyalty that means something to me. I pay a certain amount of money to see how loyal you is to me. You get what I'm saying? And if you break that loyalty, that's your fault because you could have sat here and been very comfortable. You understand? So that's all.
My son with the energy.
Federal. Loyalty is
no. Speaking of that, like, so how do you feel, right? Because I know you've been running with the Federal thing. It's not even running. You've been repping and standing on your brand, Federal, and now you have like Moneybagg Yo. You have Finesse Two Time. Everybody's using the Federal term, like, and it's popular in hip hop right now.
I love it.
Love it.
I love it because I know I was the first one with it. You dig what I'm saying? Whether they got it from me or they just came up with it, I know I was the first one with it. My shit is signed to seal since 2014. So, I'm happy with that. My shit was signed to seal when I was on tour with PMD in Tokyo in 2013. So, I'm happy with that.
Yep, and that's half the battle, man. So we got the record. We're gonna play some new music. We're gonna get a little Young Mally up in here. Anything you want to say to the young homies before you get up out of here?
Oh man, just keep doing your thing, man. Make sure everybody here is invited out to my album release party in November in Philly. You understand what I'm saying? We got
Philly.
Well, we got
It's so dark out there.
Yeah, Philly beautiful. Philly beautiful. I've been hanging, you know what I mean? We got Ines, we got Beanie, we got Death Row coming out, you know what I mean? I'm working on a joint venture with them, so just everybody invited to come out. Man.
Hey, listen, you know how that is. Sound like a 3-hour ride.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
It's gonna be worth it.
All drinks on me, so it's worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Say no more. He may not throw no money, but he got
I got the drinks, baby.
He got the drink. That's half the battle too. Hey yo, we have no time for the small talk. Yo, 5 Stacks. Let me hear some.
No time for that small talk. No time for that. We got love like Lenny and Dom. Fast and Furious, baby, we on. Say the wrong thing to the queen, well, nigga, you gone. Cause she treat me just like a dog. She the bomb. Listen, I ain't never met a woman like this. Accurate down to the way that she kiss. And when she gone, she the one that I miss. Got my head all in the clouds, man, I'm feeling this shit. It's so legit, nigga. Sex time, she be gripping the sheets. Laugh at me and call me a beast. Got me weak. The only one that I want on my side. Look at me like it's time to ride. That's right, baby. Man, I love her with emphasis. The only one that'll come and finish my sentences. Beat time, leaving no witnesses. It's God flow. You gotta see what the difference is. Small though. She smoke a nigga like a Marlboro. All I gotta do is just say so. She's bad to the bone. Big tits, fat ass. She's bad to the bone. I'm giving you my time and my effort, my life and my days. Everything gon' be better. This life that we walk is forever. I'm giving you my time and my effort, my nights and my days. Everything gon' be better. This life that we walk is forever.
Everything in life ain't the same. I promise all my life I give you what they can't. And everything I do be for real. So I put it on me, I'ma fit the bill. This one for the real ones, babe. Ain't no faking on the OG thing. Told you once before, I'ma give you what you need. Got you rolling around in some Versace shit.
Imagine a world, me and my king. Us against them, it's a me and him ting. I die for my nigga, I ride for my nigga. Anyone come test, got a trigger and it's ribbons. We so complex and simple at the same time. Love at sight, first time, he was all mine. Sex so good, digging him like a coal mine. I be pressed, he my king, my soul tie. I would die if anything would happen, no capping. He the reason why I breathe right, keep me on my toes. Breathing through the fast life, cutting out the fake sweet, popping in the limelight. They hate us, they hating. I just laugh, keep thinking, and there's nothing in this world that I wouldn't do for you, my forever king.
No time for that small talk. No time for that. No time for that.
What's up? It's your boy D Chaman 6'2". No time for that small talk. Time now is 9:52. We have a special guest here, and we're gonna let him introduce himself.
Yo, once again, I'm back. Melly BK, you already know, 2 First Speed of Block.
I love the hunger though. I see you moving around. So now I'm gonna ask you this: what do you learn different from the last time you was here in between that gap?
From the last time I was here to now, I learned about the difference of how drill music is right now. Me personally, I started getting tired of it just a little bit. And it's crazy because people used to classify me as a drill rapper, but I'm not a drill rapper. I'm an artist for me. And it's just a difference. I'm still trying to
think you was just doing what works for your age group at the time.
Yeah, like that's what was hot for me. And to me, it was easy to make because it's like it just flows. It just comes to the top. But if it's too easy to make, then it just gets boring eventually. So you know.
So where you at mentally now? Now if you feel like that.
Mentally right now for me, I ain't gonna lie. For the past couple months, I went from going to the studio almost 2-3 times a week to not going at all. And it's because I was just going through a bunch of like real shit. So I lost like 2 jobs. I was trying to get my money up. I had to pay off an engineer because I owed him for previous songs I made. And even since then, I ain't make no heat until about 2-3 days ago. I finally went back to the studio and I made some different shit. I ain't even make no drill song, but I went there with something.
But that's growth because you being diverse again, learning different shit, like noticing that that's the only thing that's not the only thing that people want to hear is drill. So exactly. That's a good thing.
And I remember when I went to boom back to drill rap, I talked to a bunch of other people there, and it's like I see there's a lot more to it than drill. I seen how you was able to switch it up. I understand how boom bap is way more easy to listen to a wider audience than drill rap. Drill rap is just for younger people. So,
I don't know because I think it's a matter of music and people want to tap into both worlds because keep that energy high. And the reason why I tell you that is because look at the stages and concerts too. You gotta look at the games that's going on. So when I look at the games, people go to where the energy is at.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Being able to switch back and forth is a good thing too, though. You don't have to totally manage it out of you know.
He could do whatever he wants as an artist, but I just know I want him to keep that energy high and
Right.
keep that mindset open that he could do both.
Yeah,
Because-
but the crazy thing is though, like now it started like I say about last month. It started being over a year since I started doing music, but I got mad like songs, like 100+ songs, and most of it is drill. So it's like I got something I can still work with and still push. But
I
while
think
I
for
work on something else,
your age group, you look fairly young. So I say that to say this, like the kids that are coming out, like Ice Spice is your bracket. You know what I mean?
yeah, type shit.
What do you classify? If she's classified drill, what do y'all young people classify?
She classified as a drill artist, bro. I mean, she blew up with that shit, but drill beat.
Is it the beat that make you a drill rapper,
I
or,
think
what you
in
saying?
my opinion, I think it's what you saying that really makes it a drill rapper. You can rap on a drill beat, but rap completely about love, and it's like a melodic type of way. You feel me? And then it's my eyes, it's like a love song. It's not really even a drill song. It could be something classified as something else. Throw an R&B sample in there, call it an R&B song, depending on how it's set up.
Wow. I mean, that has happened. We've seen that work, right?
Mm-hmm.
How important is performing to you?
Performing. See, one thing I was doing while I wasn't in the studio, I was definitely going to shows. So I had about 2-3 shows set up each month, except for like the last month. You know, it's been a little rough since we getting out of summer and shit. I gotta find new venues, but yeah, I've been doing that. I was doing Flock and Loud. I was definitely turning up Flock and Loud shows.
Right, shout out to Flock.
Definitely shout out to Flock. Hell yeah. I met people with DJ Black Friday. He got this own little setup going on called Hands Dirty Collective. Started tapping in with them. I already like how that setup is going. Something that could grow it. So aside from that though, yeah, I definitely took performance seriously.
What's your response to DJs? Do you think DJs are easy to talk to, or do you think it's a little song and dance to get your music played outside of 5 Stacks?
It's a mental thing, if you know how to set yourself up right, if you really believe that you can get your music out there and it's really what deserves to be played in the club, send them your beat. Same way how a producer would send you a random beat. Send it to him, talk to him about it, push it. The more you push it, the more it make it be like, all right, so maybe this is something worth listening to.
Now, because I was just talking to somebody else, and they was just like, yo, if people have problems with studio time, he's willing to pay for everything. How are you with management? Like knowing that how independent you can be when somebody feels like they could, get some leverage or control something.
Yeah, right now.
How do you feel about that?
Since I'm my own manager at this point, it's like everything, the ball's in my hands on how far I really want to take it. If I had a manager, that's their responsibility, to a certain extent, because, it still falls on you, but like now it's shared, you know what I mean? So they got to help find out where you could go perform your next show at, how you're going to push your next song.
No, I learned that managers don't do that.
They don't do that?
No, they just supposed to manage the work that you do.
Oh, so they just make sure you on point type of thing.
If you got a record, they're going to make sure it's BMI has it. They're going to set up some registrations for you. Like, and I learned that, not saying the hard way. Shout out to Josh. He gave me the full definition of a manager, but because sometimes we blame the manager for everything, including me.
PR.
I'm like, why the fuck nothing
There's
going
different
on?
type
How I
of-
know before you? Like, and that happens. But sometimes there's road managers, there's publicists, there's different moving pieces you got to get to in order for that to work. So, like, I don't know. You know what I mean? So, like, with today's climate, you could be super independent or whatever. But, Chills, what advice would you think with young artists to, like, getting in this game? What would you tell them?
Speak to somebody that's in the game and ask them questions about anything, anything that if you was supposed to go to a record company or a record label or whatever, ask somebody what you really should be expecting out of your contract. Because a lot of niggas just be signing it just for the bread and you're going to end up getting cut short.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what is a number that you see in your head that's worth signing?
See, he gonna say that, but then if he talk to somebody else, they might tell him, nah, so you sell yourself short again.
See?
That's the reason why I feel like Meek Mill jumped up and started saying shit. Somebody brought it up to him like, my nigga, that's what you getting?
I'd say right now.
You look crazy.
Yeah. People definitely say know your worth. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And there's also a side of it that you also got to be humble with it.
Mhm.
So from a humble standpoint, like right now, I would 100K right now because I did just start. You know what I
100K
mean?
to get signed?
But not like some.
He said that would make
contract.
him all right now for him to do what he's doing.
Yeah, but see, let me grow. Say I start averaging couple 100,000 to $1 million, like most people did before they even signed their first deal.
Like Ice Spice. She went from 5,000 to
No,
how much? 15K?
14, I think 13.
Yeah,
some
but then there's
shit.
also people like there's like drill rappers like 41. Those people, like I think one of them artists didn't even do it for a year yet, and then they got signed because of how big their numbers was doing. I don't know the numbers.
It's a catch-22 because I really personally believe how much you put out there is what you get back.
Mhm.
The more you're worth, the more you be able to ask for. But you know, numbers are infinite. So now I'm gonna ask you this. So now that you've been doing the music, what is the difference that you're gonna do this trip that you didn't do last trip?
Definitely, I was throwing my money into the wrong places my first year. So it's like stew time.
That's another thing.
That's why I
too.
got all these tracks, but at the same time, I'm not marketing them as I should be. I'll probably get bored of it after like the first week of pushing the hell out of it. Right before I got, I'm not even sure if the last time I came here, I told you I got hacked on my own Instagram page.
Right.
But I was just about to drop my first music vid. And within 48 hours, it got 1,000, you know, not asking no promos and not, you know, paying people to sell my stuff just off me. So it's like right before it hit that, boom, I got hacked. So then it's like, now I got to reset again. But
Do you have a manager?
nah, not right now. No, I don't.
You know, a lot of young kids right now coming. I don't mean to call you a kid. A lot of young artists that's coming into the game really don't believe in that old school shit like what we thought of. Like, oh, somebody needs to find us, give us the bag, and sign us.
They smart.
These kids is like, I'm gonna shoot my video. I'm gonna record it myself. I'm gonna put it online myself. So the only thing I think really moves them is money.
Then you get no
But
royalties. off of
sometimes
anything
they're
you
like,
post.
yeah, it's so controversial. It could be some being greedy or knowing your worth, like what you say. So it's like you said,
It's a catch-22.
right?
It's a catch-22. So like now it goes back to the same thing. Like, do you see yourself indie or do you see yourself with the majors? But whatever negotiates the best, or what do you think?
I see myself independent for at least the next 2 years while I build my own self up, doing what I got to do, you know, by myself. Because then if people want to look to get signed, they always want to know, what can you do for yourself? Like, in my eyes, that's how I view it. Like, they want to look to see what you can do for yourself before we help you. So it's like, all right, bet. Watch how quickly I grow by myself. If I choose to get signed, that's going to be my choice 2 years from now. I mean, but
look, I can honestly say you came a long way, and I'm gonna tell you why I think just looking. Shout out to 5 Stacks. He took a risk with you. And when he did that show at Margarita Island, out of all the people that was performing, I'm like, yo, who's that? Like, you know what I mean? And you had
remember that. That was only my second show, too.
And when you went to his show too, I was like, oh,
but see, I already knew about him through him.
Right,
so
right.
it's like he's doing the steps.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And as long as you do the steps, people will remember. They be like, yo, he put the work in. Because
Right,
sometimes
right.
people get mad. Like, yo, who the fuck is this? I never even seen this person. Who know this dude? It'd be a lot of that. You know what I mean? So knowing that, keep that same hunger, keep that same energy, right? Who are you listening to outside of yourself right now?
As of right now, I started, aside from, I'm gonna say drill music, because I recently started to try to listen to different artists outside of drill artists. So I started listening back. I used to always listen to Davies when I was younger, so I started listening to him again. I started listening to Jim Jones recently. There's another artist, Jadakiss. I listened to like a couple songs from him the other day, but it's like I'm easing into listening to different type of music.
How does it
right
feel?
now.
Because you know, like certain beats hit me. Like me,
Yeah, certain beats
right
definitely
now,
hit.
I'm in Texas. I'm fucking with Finesse 2 Time. Like that's where I'm at. Like I'm fucking with Finesse 2 Time. I think he saying the shit I would say if I had money at the time. You know what I'm saying? Him, Moneybag, sometimes Gucci Man. You know what I'm saying? I listen to shit that's not in New York either to see like what is other genres jumping to.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not discrediting any other artists, but I like to see what other regions are tuning into.
Now that you actually said that, you made me just realize majority of the people I do listen to is all New York based. So for the most part, like I've heard songs every now and then. I was like, oh, okay, and they're not even from New York. Probably like Jersey or the tri-state.
For the
Maybe
record, for
outside.
people that don't know, tell them how old you are.
Oh, I'm 19.
Okay, we get that out there.
Oh.
You know, he's a
You
baby.
don't look it, nah, but
He's a
like the way
baby.
you carry yourself, I thought you was like at least 21 or something.
Nah, he's a
That's
baby.
good.
And he's working. He's
Yeah, a
getting
long
in
way
the club. He
ahead.
be wondering why he can't get in the club. Nigga, you 19. You look at
Right, and then it, only up until
the
I get
dread,
to the door.
you probably 22 now, the drunk guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, depending how the bouncer feels. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But even then, I have not let that age shit stop me when it comes to performing to my shows. Most of the spots are definitely clubs, 21 plus, bars, and all that. But I find my way inside. Whether I got a plan beforehand, get myself acquainted with the party promoter or something like that. I make it work.
You know what I also would say, advise young homies that's like 20 and under, you still got that high school steam on you, right? Like when I say high school steam, stay in tune with your high school crowd because those are the ones who listen and buy music and have time to come out with you. Because by the time dudes get 25, 30, they're like, yo, I got my daughter, my girl not letting me out, the people life start kicking in. You know what I mean? Just like you said, you have a job and you work. A lot of artists that I've met don't even say that. They just do what they do to survive.
They make it work. That's the best way to put it. They make it work.
You're making it work too. Everybody's different. Trust me, it's gonna pay off in the end.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I think that's what we all get blinded. The first thing you think is, man, I quit this job. The job they had nothing to do.
I was just about to say that. Like you got a clear mind. Like you still have that plan B. You always need to have that plan B because, like you said, life hit.
You already know you got to put money into this when you got to do it.
Exactly.
So make the money to put it into something.
All right. So what I am going to say is I just noticed the time. You bought a new record here too, right?
I definitely did. I bought you the instrumental and then the track.
Okay.
So remember I told you I went to the stew and I came up with some shit that wasn't no drill shit.
Right.
I wanted to bring that to show you to. I made a snippet. I did a couple TikToks and it, did numbers. So as like to see how the switch is gonna go for me. You know what I mean?
Also, you bought two records?
No, same record. But I'm gonna rap the first one to you.
Okay.
And then we just gonna hear what I made.
All right, shit. Let's get it.
All right. What? I'm chillin', take a toast to Forbes. Sick of all these niggas. Bound to not get nauseous. Tired of the picture. Niggas had an all switch. They wanna hear that Mally shit. I had to put the words in. Pulling up is what from here higher than a tree. So when I'm in her coach, it sounds like a beatbox. Push it in my system. It's time for me to detox. Steady with the fucking probably to make more hits, but everybody let me validate a New York. So I be sticking to myself cause niggas be on dick. Or still using one hand just to count they fists. I had to tell them niggas, fuck it, who care if I'm going through? I can't even say what's up, but they wanna know what I'm doing. I'm just going through some shit, my nigga, I'ma thug it out. You would fuckery, then fuck it. I don't need that shit around. I need some bad bitches, 6 figures, half an ounce in dark liquor. Now let's add new clothes to the mix. Baby mom stripping, someone wrote a fuck up. Niggas got me geeking in this bitch, I need my one up. Turning up these shows, yeah, I've been doing it all summer. Everyone who did me dirt, I swear to God, they gon' remember. Niggas got me smoking blunts, rolling up, mixing licks inside my cup, trying to tell me that I gotta chill, but I don't give a fuck. Why? Cause it's lonely at the top when you make it. Dead faces, only thing that I be chasing. Problem after problem, stack it up and made a banger. And I'm screaming fuck the world cause all the bullshit made me angry. I couldn't even politic cause bitches like to play victim. Turn around screaming fuck that Mally BK nigga. I ain't never did shit, I was always on my own. When I first moved to Coney, I was stuck inside the home, rolling up in the stairs, smoking gas to the dome. I was never into politics. When I get to chatting, they don't feel I heard they side of it. Steady learning lessons, growing up from people trying me, but I can see how these niggas move and try to tell them do it properly, but they don't seem to get that. I peep these niggas movements ever since I was a kid. Always struggle with my trust, so I was watching my own six. Gotta keep my head on tight, cause I don't never wanna switch on the people who was there for me, so I start moving carefully. The music is my therapy. Niggas see me walking straight face, they moving scarily. It's audios. Gotta get this bag, get it fast like it's vominos. Playing chess, not checkers, having fun in place like dominoes. Gotta say the top of my class like I'm a non-row. Years barely been a year since I even started this shit. I went from 4 to 1400, then got hacked by some kid. They wanna see a nigga down, they don't wanna see me win. If a nigga wanna fuck with me, that's too such was 10. My bro never walk without it, so he walking with a limp. 5 fingers to his face, I treat these niggas like a pimp. I had to switch it up, run it up, chase it back, get it fast. Niggas know I'm jacking FOB, that's where the bread is at. Niggas talking hot until I pop his ass like bubble wrap. Mally BK been the name, best remember that.
Okay, straight through, straight. Hey, rapping. We going on out here.
Switch.
Hey, yo, man.
Time for that small talk.
No time for that small talk. We're going to wrap this show up. What a way to end it. I don't even want to talk no more. Let him know the IG where they can find you, and then he's going to play the actual record. We're going to wrap this up.
You already know, find me on Instagram at MallyBK, MAL2Is.BK, bro.
Yo, let me tell you something. For the fact for you not to drill and you to remember raps and to do it like that, trust me. The ratio of kids doing that is very next to nothing. I'll be honest with you. Like, I don't even think, like, sometimes I go to shows, I know they're not going to do that. But I salute you. Ready? No time for the small talk. 5 Stacks, let's get it.
No time, bro. Tune in.
No time for that small talk. No time for that. No time for that.
I be chillin' on the back block with the place of soldiers. Sick of all these niggas coming around and I need motions. Tired of the bitchin' with these niggas had a ocean. They want to hear that natty shit, I had to put the ocean. Rolling up the stuff, I'm getting higher than a treetop. When I'm in the pussy, it makes sounds like a beatbox. Bullshit in my system, think it's time for me to detox. You steady with the fuckery, I'm telling you to kick rock. Got more money, more problems, need to make more hits. But everybody let me down like they were New York. So I can skip into my shit, it was me on shit. I still do some fun here, just keep I had to tell them niggas, fuck it, who cares if I'm gonna do it? I can't even say what's up, but they wanna know what I'm doing. I'm just going through some shit, my nigga, I'ma fuck it out. Fuck it, I don't need that shit. I need some bad bitches, 6 figures, half an ounce and dope liquor. Now let's add new clothes to the mix. Baby mom, sugar, someone motherfucker. Niggas got me geeking in this bitch, I need my brother. Chillin' at these shows, yeah, I've been doing it all summer. Everyone who did me dirt, I swear to God, niggas got me smoking blunts, rolling up, mix elixirs on my cup, trying to tell me that I got it too, but I don't give a fuck why, cause you know me at the top when you make it. Dead faces hope you think that I be chasing. Problem after problem, stack it up and make a banger. And I'm screaming fuck the world, cause all the bullshit make me angry. I can't even politics, the bitches like to play victim. Turn around screaming fuck, I not even came. I ain't never did shit, I was always on my own. When I first moved to Tony, I was stuck inside the home. Rolling up big stands, smoking gas to the bone. I was never into politics. When I get to chatting, they don't feel like they side of it. Steady learning lessons long enough from people trying me. But I can see how these niggas try to tell them do it properly, but they don't seem to get that I people.